Welcome back to Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoa, whoa! Got a full couch in the arena today. Life is good. How you feeling, Gil?
Good.
I see you with the back on the Thunder.
Yeah.
That extender special.
You been switching up?
Shout out Scott Foster.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay.
When the game over with, I got on the right jersey. That's all that matters. No matter where you start, it's where you finish.
It's where you finish. But this is Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Woo, woo. As always, we got the legend Gilbert Arenas here with us. We got NBA champion of the world. He's feeling very spiritual today. The Honorable Swag Elijah Muhammad Swaggy G is in the building. Blessings, brother.
Brother Sunflower.
With the Nike high socks, I like it.
You know.
In the name of Allah, I appreciate it. Oh, God is good. And on this side of the couch, we got the distinguished gentleman from Oak Cliff, former #1 pick, Kenyon Martin, back in the building with us.
What's happening?
And next to him, the man they call Money Making Sonny, NCAA champion of the world, Rashad McCants. The curl still fluffy.
I'm broke, baby.
And we got a special guest making his return to the arena, two-time NBA champion of the world, Norris Cole, back on the couch. What's up with you?
Right.
It's been a minute. Good to have you back here.
Glad to be back.
We're doing your thing, hooping, getting right.
Two-time champ.
Come on now.
One more
I
than
feel
you,
you.
Swaggy?
I feel you.
Come on now.
Hey, man. Some of us do
Be
it.
clear.
I'm two.
Some of us do it. Huh?
I'm two-time champ.
Brother, you could be whatever you want. You know?
Gil's Arena, huh?
Yeah.
2v2.
Battle mode
Big
2-on-2 champion? And
Yeah.
big three.
Big three.
A win is a win. You know, no
You
matter
got
where
you
you
two-time champ, too.
You're a champion, bro.
For all the fans out there, we still got two viewing
About to
options
be
for
three.
you.
About to
Our
be
traditional
three.
version, mobile, vertical version. Pick whichever one you want to watch. Just make sure
Don't
you
interrupt.
support the
I was
show.
about to say three.
It's your
After
show,
we
yeah.
win the championship this year.
That's your show, Gil. Who's the third? Who
Huh?
is we?
Indiana or OKC.
Either or.
I'm going to be at one of the parades. God damn it.
Okay. For all the fans out there, we still got two viewing options for our traditional version, mobile, vertical version. Pick whichever one you want to watch. Just make sure you support the show. Here's what's cracking in the arena today. SGA lifted the Thunder to a double-digit comeback win in Game 4 of the finals to even the series. Will the Pacers steal another game at OKC? They're going to need to if they want to win a championship. Don't know if it's going to happen. Kevin Durant has 3 preferred trade destinations. For which of the 3 puts KD in the best position to compete for a chip? And Orlando gave Memphis 4 unprotected first-round picks and pieces for Desmond Bane. Was the Magic trade with the Grizzlies a trick or a treat? Before we get into all that, as always, this show is brought to you by Underdog. Go ahead, download the app, use promo code GIL, get up to $1,000 in bonus cash, plus a special pick 'em. As for tonight, we got Game 5 of the NBA Finals, and Gil has some picks up in his partner pack on the Underdog app. Let us take a look if we can, please, Paolo. So you got Tyrese Halliburton lower, 3.5 three-pointers made. SGA higher, 2.5 blocks and steals. Chet Holmgren higher, 26.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Miles Turner lower, 16.5 points. This is a boosted pack. Did you use the extender promo, Gil? How did you boost it?
Huh?
How'd you boost the
I know
pack?
people that know people.
But how can
Hit the boost button.
the common Underdog user get that same boost for their troubles?
Partner pack.
Hit the partner pack. Get 8.24. I see it. The Kobe special. You can win up to 8.24 times your bread.
Like that?
I like it.
Okay.
See what you got going on there if you use this partner pack. How's the rest of the couch feeling about Gil's picks for this evening?
You think Shaq gonna get that?
Chet?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tricky.
Yeah, 14 points, 15 rebounds in game
That's
4.
the safest pick, though. Miles Turner under. That's the safest pick you got up there.
The Shea is the safest.
Nah. You think?
The steals and blocks? Yeah. He's been averaging about 4.5.
That's
Steals
safe.
and blocks.
That is safe. But Miles Turner, you can believe he's not gonna hit
Damn.
Damn.
At the house.
Hey,
The house. I
I
learned
ain't
the
seen
hard
it.
way.
I'm just saying. I've been watching.
I learned the hard way.
Lord, you have been watching, dissecting the game?
I've been
and
watching.
That 16-point
That pick has been consistent right there.
Very good. Very good. I'm surprised it's that high.
Hey, bruh.
That's crazy.
So we asked the chat if they're riding or fading with Gil's partner pack for tonight. 57% of the chat is riding with your partner pack. You can go over to Underdog and use Gil's partner pack. If you don't have Underdog, download the app, use promo code GIL, get $1,000 in bonus cash plus a special pick. And if you can't watch the show live with us on YouTube, We have audio versions available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast from. So, Gil, as you point out, you're a Big Three champion. So let's start the show with a little Big Three. Big Three tipped off this weekend. Tensions ran high right from the jump. First game of the season featured Lance Stephenson and Dwight Howard both making their Big Three debuts, with Born Ready's Miami 305 squad taking on D12's LA Riot. So let's take a look how things went down. Things got chippy when Stephenson and Jordan Crawford got in each other's faces, with Crawford sticking his finger up Stephenson's nose and Born Ready trying to swing on Crawford. Both players remained in the game. Shortly thereafter, things got turned up again when Stephenson and Dwight got in each other's faces when Lance took exception to a foul. Dwight eventually pushed Lance, and it turned into a wrestling match as both players grappled their way into the crowd. We got multiple angles of this so you can get the full perspective of what went down. At one point, Lance actually got D12 to the ground, was standing over him. As you can see, a baby in the crowd. He don't need to be seeing this. Turned his back on the action.
Alan?
Wanted nothing to do with it.
That's crazy.
So afterwards, Lance hopped on IG to offer his side of the story, saying, quote, he had 10 fouls pushing everybody. He was out of control. Gil, you also were on IG. You responded to Lance
How you feel? You gonna go against the game?
with laughing emojis.
You gonna go against the game today, huh?
He had 10 fouls.
They was fucking
That
with
was
Dwight.
the last.
Nah, they was fucking with Dwight.
So
too many.
They was fucking with
it
Dwight.
should be noted that Lance Stephenson and Michael Beasley were actually teammates in this game on the heels of their one-on-one battle with the next chapter, in which Beasley had Lance shaking ass, saying they made a sex tape Kim K would envy. Beasley was antagonizing Dwight Howard the entire game as well, just adding that context. They were going at D12. But what's your reaction to the Lance Stephenson, Dwight Howard melee in their Big Three debut, and also Jordan Crawford sticking his finger up Lance's nose too, if we want to hit that as well?
It was the first game?
Yeah.
The first game, the very first game of the Big Three,
They set
2025
They
season.
set the tone for entertainment, I guess.
It was entertaining.
Fucking team for the Reggie Evanses. I don't like that shit. Don't like that
Talent-wise, it
shit.
was a good match. I mean,
Was
especially game one, you had Lance and Beasley just coming off all of that internet success. Then you add Dwight Howard to the mix.
But look how they was playing though.
I mean, besides that, I'm just talking about just the atmosphere itself. I mean,
Oh yeah.
You know.
So is that how shit goes down at the Big Three? We got several
like
a Big Three alum here on this couch.
Nah, I don't think it goes down like that, man. I think that's the only way you could beat us is try to do that Reggie Evans shit, just screaming, fouling. Shit dumb, man. If you want stars to play like that, you know, gotta protect Dwight out there. They roll with just gonna come in and just be a liquor store nigga. So
And do
I
you,
didn't like it.
you change from a liquor store in the Big Three? Is it comparable?
Nah, it's too jailhouse, man. If you still want to see basketball at the end of the day, you know, and the refs was too much of the stars this week, I feel like.
I blame coaching. I don't think the coach was controlling his team very well. The LA Riots, and I know, you know, it's
Interesting
You know, I mean, if
team
the man
name.
had 10 fouls. I mean, you know, you got to tell coach got to tell his ass, you know, relax. You know, this is game one. Relax. You know, play some basketball because it could get a little what's the name. So, you know, whoever the coach is needs to answer, you know, for what happened on game one.
Who is the coach of the LA
I was
Riot?
about to say, who is the coach?
Holy man here, you know, it's okay. You know, it's okay.
No,
to
wait.
connect with it.
That was just.
That was my team, yes.
The Honorable Swag Elijah
I
Moore.
wasn't there though. It would have been very peaceful if I was there. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
condone in that type of energy, you know.
So who's coaching?
Jeff T was supposed to fill in for me, but he didn't show up. He was hurt, I guess. You know.
He had some other situations he was
Yeah.
addressing and
So
dealing
it
with.
was just.
That's
Yeah, it was
getting
a,
their get back from all the years Lance was messing
Yeah.
them up in the league. They getting their get back now.
So let's shift over this side of the couch. What's your reaction to seeing Lance Stephenson, Dwight Howard unfazed?
They're not playing basketball. I ain't talking basketball. What we talking about?
Sips tea.
Put your hands up. Guard your grill.
Like I mentioned, you guys have all played in the Big Three. How intense do those games get? Is this just par for the course, or is this a little bit too much?
Depends on who's getting their head bust. They get their head busted, they'll start acting out. Yeah. I had to get out of there early. It's too much. It's a toxic environment right now. Everybody's energy's up.
Yeah.
Everybody's hostile. Hostile for no reason at all.
For no reason.
Built up on old stats and old memories and highlights.
Oh, no,
and
there's
shit.
a reason.
You know, oh my God.
Oh, no, there's a reason. I'm just saying go tell people business, so.
Oh, so this is deeper than
Oh,
the
yeah,
big
deeper
three.
than rap.
Oh, it is?
Oh, okay.
Between those two gentlemen?
Deeper than rap.
Okay.
For them too?
Deeper than rap.
Born ready,
Because
D12.
when
Right before the game.
Oh,
Right before, yeah, so.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's anything to do with
Breaking
their
news.
worst video
Right.
pregame of Michael Beasley in the locker room
No,
talking
not
crazy.
even that.
Okay.
Not even that. They ain't got nothing, not even that. That
doing
ain't
his
got nothing to do
usual.
with being, trust me.
Okay.
No, that Mike was having fun. Mike just trolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what that was. Mike was having fun with them. But
Somebody
it's-
said something to somebody.
oh, yeah, it's deep. Listen, Jack. But it ain't my business to tell.
You're a good man, Kenyon.
Oh, yeah, no, it just ain't my business to tell. So I know what happened. I was,
Honestly, I don't know that.
people that's still within the,
So this just wasn't promotion. This was some real shit going down.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
This wasn't
I
just
thought
a,
it was
So if I add on the right
Right, I
person,
was like,
you'll give me the
I
right
No,
answer.
not on the camera.
So when
on
you
the
was in the
camera.
locker room,
Yeah.
what did you see and witness on the day of?
You see how when Jordan scored, Lance threw the ball at him?
yeah, it was,
That's
I mean,
crazy.
finger in the nose.
Yeah.
Finger in the
Finger
face is
in
one
the
thing.
nose.
In the actual nostril. Seems a little bit.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
lot.
that ain't.
Where's the game at?
Messing with the nasal
Chicago.
passage.
Oh, and then it got, listen.
I don't know guys enough to get that personal.
It got way.
To do that.
Where you want to touch? Nah, man.
Yo, shit went
But it
left.
started from Lance
I don't
though.
know you
Lance
like
did
that.
put the
Facts,
shove the
facts.
ball into
Shit went
Jordan's
left in
chest,
Chicago,
hard
bruh.
as fuck, 'cause
Oh,
Not only that,
so
he
so
scored.
Lance started the first?
Yeah, Jordan scored on him for the 25 to go to halftime. Lance walked up to
Threw the
shove
ball
the
on.
ball at him, and then Jordan stuck his finger in his nose, and then
In
that
his
happened.
nostril. His nasal passage. Wow.
Yeah, you ain't skitting that. Like, that ain't scripted.
Yeah.
Like,
All I
you don't
seen
even
was
put your
Ice
finger in
Cube, like,
nobody's
God
nose is
damn.
scripted. Like, nah, that ain't scripted, brother.
That ain't.
But at least good to see these guys still playing at a high level. It means something, right?
It means something.
It means
Most
something.
sponsors, you need to
Yeah, you gotta come down. though.
Pipe down.
Tone it down
For
just a little
sure.
bit. So
certain people just don't know how to act when it comes to securing the major bag to upgrade the whole shit. All you gotta do is act right,
and would it
like
be
professionals.
similar if Caitlin Clark would have took that big 3 offer and been playing in the league right now?
But out there again.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, them people full of shit anyway, bro. Yeah, they full of shit.
Kayla got hands. I don't know if y'all know that. So unsurprisingly, that wasn't the only altercation of the day. As DMV Trilogy head coach, Steven Jackson had to be separated from Houston Riggs' hands big man, Jalen Johnson. Let's take a look at that video, if we've got it. So incident occurred after Stack Squad lost the game. He ran over to Johnson, looking for some post-game fisticuffs. Told him to meet him in the back. You also see Vernon Maxwell there with Stack. That's his assistant coach on the squad. Situation spilled over to backstage where a heated Stack had this message for Johnson and others within earshot.
All kind of shit. And when somebody want to fight, they want somebody to grab them. Same bitch ass niggas be at the hotel begging me for shit. Now y'all want to show out in front of these people. One of you niggas get burned fucking with me. I'm not these niggas. Google me, bitch. I will burn one of you hoes.
Said, Google me, bitch, I will burn.
Burn one you.
Like I said, you may have noticed Mad Max, assistant coach on Stack Squad.
Yeah, he about to have a doc soon.
Too much energy.
So, what's your reaction to Stack trying to fight a player on
That's
the
the same
opposing
language
team?
I was using.
Man,
Google me, bitch. Huh?
What's your reaction to Stack Wilding trying to fight an opposing player after his squad lost?
You the coach. I mean, you the coach now, man.
That's
you
leadership.
can't. Yeah, you can't. There's just things you can't do as a coach now. As a player, we'll do whatever. But as a coach, you know, you're supposed to be above the stuff like this, especially since you are part of the big three, part of the coaching staff. And sometimes I think the coaches who used to be players think that, you know, they can keep talking and use that same player energy. And it's like, nah, y'all got a different job now. Y'all supposed to just talk trash and just move on. You can't.
Was that your coaching philosophy in the Big
Nah,
Three?
he didn't even show up.
Okay, he did win a championship.
He was there to
though.
break people down.
Ooh, I wasn't arguing with no coaches.
No, he was just
I was
breaking.
talking trash, but that's all it is. That ain't my job.
What's
Missing
being
flights.
said though? What's being said to bring that type of energy?
I don't know.
Everybody was this angry.
Game one.
God damn.
In that situation, listen, bro.
Saturday?
Chicago.
You look at
Kenny,
that
any
check.
insights that you can
Look
share?
at that check. That shit make you
I don't want to
mad.
get you in trouble.
So once again, it ain't my
The
business.
check make you mad. The check make you
Oh,
mad.
so it was a reason for that too. That's
No, not for that, but
Oh.
it got way out of control, bro.
Man.
Man.
Like it got, it should just. Like me, like I said, I've been on both sides, a player then coach, right, in it. Like, yeah, when I started coaching, I had to change the way I was, you know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't, and the great Dante Jones told me something that was actually true, and my only response was like, man, fuck you. Right? Somebody tell you something true? Like we were asshole one. This fuck here. Him. Right here. This guy. Him. Right here.
Former Big Three MVP,
yes,
champion.
And teammate, then I'm coach player. Tried, my fucking well-being as
So close.
And now here y'all are on Guild Arena presented by Underdog. Whoop,
This
whoop.
motherfucker.
Don't foul.
Teammates again.
Yes.
Don't foul. He want to foul.
Twice. Maybe 3 times.
It was once.
No, it was twice. No, it was no. I called a
coach
timeout.
player.
That was the only time.
No, and I called the time. I had to burn on the timeout I had.
There, man.
I had to burn on the timeout I had. Motherfucker, you fouled twice. So Dante was like, boy, they can't care. Motherfucker, so you can't put your heart into them. I said, oh, fuck you.
Dante's
Saw
on
me
the other
back.
side.
Listen, I left. I'm going through we in Dallas. I'm walking through the garage to the hotel to the W. He coming to the game. I'm walking through the garage. He said, what's wrong? And I'm Steve.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. Motherfucker, don't listen. Da.
These stupid motherfuckers.
Yeah. So you can't put your heart in there.
Yep.
Fuck you, Tay.
Right.
And went straight to the bar.
So, like I said, we got a ton of big league vets here, Big Three vets here on this couch. Were all the opening weekend altercations a good or bad look for the Big Three?
I don't give a fuck, to be honest.
People are watching, man. All right. Are we not role models?
Nope.
Just people though. People,
At what point we want our own league? At what point we want people to come and show up and expect it to mimic what we see in the NBA? I mean, at some point, us as players, we need accountability. Coaches need accountability, but just professionalism. The people are watching. This shit going viral, and it's not a good look.
Oh, for them it is.
Yeah,
For them, for the Big Three it is.
Yeah, it's entertaining.
Us.
Yeah, no, it ain't, but for
Us.
the Big Three it's a
Because
good
we're
look.
forced to talk about this now
we
from
not-
a
we didn't have
perspective
to.
that's like, all right, what perspective are we going to give? Was it right? Does it happen? Is it cool? It's like, nah, let's be professional.
No, we didn't have to talk about it. Josiah chose to talk about it.
I just wanted your guys' opinions on the Big
Oh, and I'm
Three.
just saying, we didn't have to.
But
Because
you
it do
enjoyed it.
it can get nasty.
'Cause I had no
security or
intention
nothing
of
like
talking
that,
about
nothing crazy like that. You can go find a nigga backstage and get him if you want to.
Without cameras and
but
all
it
that.
should never get to that point.
Yeah, it's basketball. Yeah,
Basketball.
Yeah, it
It's
should never get to
basketball.
that point.
No, niggas,
but it's older basketball too.
you go
though.
see each other for 10 weeks. But how long they play for 10 weeks? Y'all live week 1. So if y'all really, no, if it's,
If it's that serious.
That's the one thing that's I paid attention to, that no matter what's going on there, that's where it stays.
Yeah.
I've never seen no one fight. Like you're fighting and you gotta show up
Next
next week and the very next week and the very next week in the same hotels, and what you're gonna do? You gonna bring your boys, they're gonna bring their boys. Like it just, once everything calmed down, you realize this is not like I'm saying some shit to you and then I go back to my city and I don't have to see you until next game, fucking 5 months from now, whatever. No, we every goddamn Friday and Saturday we're in the same
That's the
hotel.
same
So
hotel, yeah.
you know what I mean? The league has been going on what, 8 years now, and we haven't heard that, you know, there's been some real fights. So, you know, obviously it's, you know, you got to put it on the entertainment side of it. That just got a little over-aggressive for no reason.
First week, everybody was excited. Trying to get Dwight, you know, Lance trying to make a name for itself. Dwight trying to make a name for itself. They not used to the league, too. And you older. When you older, you play harder, too. All you know how to do is some old man shit. Post moves, strong moves. You ain't doing what you used to. So everything you doing is off a touch. You touching somebody, you bumping somebody. So, and you don't like to lose. So all that shit built up, man. I think we'll be all right, though. Just got to calm it down. Can't let it spill into the crowd. You know?
Very honorable take.
Man.
From Swag Legend. All right, well, Norris, we got you on the couch. You've been hooping in Puerto Rico. So we got to talk about a situation that went down out there recently. So last week, Boogie Cousins was suspended for the remainder of the season after an altercation with some fans. As a reminder, here's what went down in the game for those who may not know.
Oh,
Boogie wilding.
y'all play together?
You know, Boogie,
Against his
fan called him a crybaby.
Oh, my
Boogie
God.
is wilding.
There was some back and forth with some fans. Obviously, Boogie ejected from the game, as I mentioned, suspended for the remainder of the season. Had to be separated from fans as fans through all types of stuff. On him as he left the court.
His boy is a soldier boy. That's
Policia
Damn.
That's Jeff Van Gundy right there.
getting him off. Took nearly 5 security guards to get him off the court. But Norris, from your experience, obviously playing in Puerto Rico, what's it like playing in Puerto Rico? And were you surprised to see Boogie get so upset with fans out there? Do fans get turned up out there like that, or?
I mean, the fans are great in Puerto Rico, and they talk their stuff. I don't know what they said. They don't talk crazy. I've been to crazier places. Eastern Europe is crazier. Serbia is crazier. But the fans out there are not, like, feisty. But what they do, if they feel disrespected, they'll let you know that that's their island. And that's what they was trying to do to Boogie right there. Especially after he, you know, disrespected that man, put his hand on, you know, all in his face, and his nuts in his face. Like, yeah, that's. I don't even feel comfortable saying that. Like, it was.
Right.
He crashed out. It was a crash out moment. Cause that arena is one of the best arenas to play in. Bayamon is one of the best arenas.
Bayamon?
One of the best. Like,
Oh, for his money up there?
One.
man, Carlos Arroyo's that's his team out there. JaVale McGee played for that team.
Oh,
Alinari, Chris Duarte.
Best work in the island.
That's
Bayamon.
Right, and the people that sit courtside, like, them cats got money, like, and you don't know who they are. Like, a little cat this tall can run the whole island, and you disrespecting them. Like, you got to be careful, you got to tread softly out there. So I don't know what he said to Boogie, but obviously Boogie, he wasn't having it that day. He crashed out, and they had to show him, like, hey, we don't care who you are, like, don't disrespect the island, and that's all that was.
Okay.
But the island is great, though. It's like they do everything for us out there, give us everything we need, everything we want. I mean, we be stars out there, but they always tell you, don't disrespect the locals. That's rule number 1. Do not disrespect the locals. Yeah.
All right.
They'll cut you.
No, literally.
No.
No, I'm saying they'll cut you.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
Cut you from the team or cut you?
Both.
Oh no, they're
Physically, physical cutting.
Like, when he was trying to run back out there.
$150 gang, dog.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been good to run back in that crowd.
Huh?
I said that wouldn't have ended well. If he would have ran back into the crowd, that wouldn't have
They
been
will
right.
poke.
What man? Nigga been Kuta Kente.
No, the original $150 gang, nigga. Listen, they razor blades in the jaws. And
I want to
all
know
that
what the
shit,
guy
bro.
said. I mean, because that's an abnormal response.
Yeah, I ain't seen him get like that. No.
Like, I don't want to prejudge.
Shit like that in a while.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, last time he played.
Yeah, I don't like to prejudge, but he couldn't have said nothing too crazy.
Put your nuts in the nigga face.
What?
It was over the shorts, though. Let's just make sure we point that out.
And then put his hand in his face afterwards,
Yeah.
like total violation.
What? After grabbing your dick,
What are you
didn't touch
doing?
my face.
Hey, y'all
Damn.
good? Y'all good?
Nigga nuts was big. I said,
Can I get a shot? Yeah, let me go ahead.
Scottie, what's wrong?
All right, let's keep this thing moving. Today's podcast is brought to you by Via Hemp. Life moves fast and sometimes you just want to relax, recharge, or refocus. Via has the perfect lineup for you. If you haven't tried Via yet, you're seriously missing out. Whether you need to unwind, refocus, or just pretend you have your life together, Via is here to enhance your everyday. And let's be honest, probably your night too. Half a million happy customers can't be wrong. Via is changing the game in natural wellness, combining high-quality, hemp-derived ingredients with powerful cannabinoids to create real, effective-driven results. Want better sleep, more focus, a little boost in the bedroom? Or maybe you just need to chill out because your stress levels are currently at screaming into the void status. Whatever you need, Via has a solution for you. And here's the best part. Via lets you customize your experience. Whether you're looking for daily wellness, laser focus, or deep relaxation, Via has it. So if you're 21 plus, treat yourself to 15% off and get a free gift with your first order using our exclusive code GIL at viahemp.com. Plus, enjoy free shipping on orders over $100. That's VIIAHEMP.com. After you purchase, please support Gil's Arena. Tell them we sent you. Enhance your everyday with Via. Well, speaking of enhancements, the NBA draft and free agency are right around the corner. But on Father's Day, we saw the first of what could be many blockbuster deals in the near future. So Shams broke the news that the Grizzlies traded Desmond Bane to the Magic for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Cole Anthony, 4 unprotected first-round picks, and a first-round pick swap. Magic sent over their 16th pick in this year's draft, plus unprotected picks in 2026, which includes swap rights with the Suns or Wizards, along with 2028 and 2030, and a pick swap in 2029 that is top 2 protected. So Bane averaged 19.6 rebounds, 5 assists with 48, 39, 89 shooting splits in 69 games this season. One of 3 players to make 800 three-pointers with 40% three-point shooting since entering the league in 2020. Bane also shot 43% on catch-and-shoot threes in the past 5 seasons, 3rd best rate among players with at least 1,000 attempts. Magic were a league worst 31.8% from 3 last season on 35.3 attempts per game, which was 23rd in the league. So Bane has 4 years and about $162 million remaining on the 5-year, $197 million extension he signed back in 2023. Meanwhile, Magic shipped KCP, Cole Anthony, and draft assets to Memphis. So KCP played 1 season in Orlando after signing a 3-year, $66 million deal last summer. Hey, don't worry.
That's amazing. No, that is amazing.
Hey. Wednesday, Thursday, we'll see what it looks like. 3-year, $66 million deal last summer, 1 year remaining plus a player option. Anthony was a starter his first 2 seasons in Orlando, shifted to a solid reserve the past 3 seasons, 9 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. So after the trade was announced, Desmond Bane posted the following reaction on Twitter.
Motherfucker, Wednesday gonna be amazing. I don't know what you talking about.
Okay, we'll see.
Fuck he talking about.
We'll see.
Fuck he talking about.
What happened to Wednesday?
We'll see. I'm excited for it. So good. After finding out about the trade, you posted this on Threads. Orlando Magic right now, 4 unprotected first picks.
Wow.
For Bane, you have a clown wig on, throwing up the peace sign. You have on an Orlando Magic jersey. So did the Magic get fleeced for Desmond Bane?
Fleeced? They're not fleeced. They're just dumb.
You think so?
What?
You think so?
It's Orlando. It's tax write-off. Like it's literally Orlando Magic. It's Orlando Magic. Like, I mean, I'm sorry, but there's some teams out here that just don't care. So they don't care about their future. They're just,
They got something.
they're not good enough to win a championship to give away 4 unprotected. Like, you don't give away 4 unprotected first-round picks because you don't know what they're going to turn into, right? I mean, dynasties was built off of stupid decisions like this. That's how Lakers got a lot of picks. That's how Boston got unprotected. That's how, Detroit got the 2nd pick. I mean, it could have been Melo or, but they chose, but that's how they got that pick, right? The trade is fine. It's the picks. You don't know what's going to happen to your team, right? At least protected, at least top 3. But to have unprotected and you get the number 1, 2 pick if something happens to your team, you just lost that. But they don't really care about building. They want people right now because
This was a win-now move, obviously.
win now, but a team that's not going to win now. You're not good enough to win now. Your franchise, I mean, from when I was there and before I was there, that is Disneyland. It's entertainment. They're not trying to win a championship. The grandfather was a tax write-off. The father was a tax write-off. The kids was a tax write-off. And the kids are the kids. is a tax write-off. They're just using this for tax write-off. He owns the White Sox too. Tax write-off. I mean, but I mean, the smart man to say, yeah, I give you the 4 picks, but I'm going to at least protect top 4.
Did they have to give away that many though?
No.
They could have gave away 1 or 2, I guess.
You want to get rid of KCP that bad? Goddamn.
Well, one of them picks ain't there, so it don't matter. Yeah. So it's just it's.
Still though, it seemed like a lot though.
Then one of them is what it is, man. Go ahead. Yeah.
No, Bane. No.
Baines can play.
The trade itself
was
is a
great.
good trade.
But the picks though, that's a lot of picks.
And they ain't gonna be in the lottery.
But
You don't know.
Their thought process is that they're going to be
you
winning,
don't
that
know.
they're not going to have them picks no way. So
Yeah.
So if the pick is in the 20s, they looking at it in that manner. So I know Jamal trying to win. I don't know what he's talking about.
There's been some good
I'm
picks.
talking
Jamal
about
Moses
though.
trying to win.
Jamal,
The coach
Yeah,
trying to win.
For sure.
I don't know. The front office, the owners, write-offs, all that shit, fine and dandy. I know the head coach. He trying to fucking win.
And they
So-
can. Tatum's hurt next year.
Yeah,
The
that's what I'm
Celtics,
saying.
the Pacers, ain't no juggernaut in the East no more right now. This is the time right now.
Them young niggas gonna get
One,
better too.
at least next year. We don't know about the next year after that, but this coming year, anybody can win the East.
That's a squad.
So,
man.
Shad, what do you think about the Magic bringing in a proven 20-point per game scorer,
back.
3-point threat, and Desmond Bane to help bolster their roster? They got Wagner, they got Paolo Banchero, Jalen Suggs will be coming back this year. It seems.
Well, I
That's-
mean, you have a sensible mind, right?
I'm a reasonable human.
I think
Long-winded, but
everything
reasonable.
starts with foundation, correct? Right. I think you're building something. You start with the foundation, and they have foundation. They develop foundation. They show promise up until what, 3rd in the East,
Yep.
2nd in the East, maybe even. For 2 years straight, they've been showing progression. And what's the one thing they lack?
Shooting.
At that what position?
2.
Okay. All right, so we handle that, right? Still got Anthony Black over there, Suggs. We still got some guys who can move and shake. This is one particular move, right? If you start with foundation, you're not going to sit there and rely on those unprotected picks to be something that you get down the line. You got to stand firm on we building from here. This is going to be a guy who's going to put us where Paolo can't double him. Wagner can't double him. Bane, you might want to send one sometimes. Coming off whatever, right? And then you don't know what you can get in the trade they might be setting up, which could bring somebody to Orlando. Now you look at Orlando, New York, and Cleveland, 3 teams that nobody would ever predict to go over and above Milwaukee, Philadelphia, and who was the other powerhouse in the East? Boston. Right? You think those would be there because of who they got. And then these other teams are starting to creep up because it's real basketball being played. And it's small market. Okay, don't do that, George. We're not here for that, okay?
So speaking of the small
We're not
market,
here for that shit.
2024 Magic finished 5th in the East, go to 7 with the Cavs. Last season dealt with a bunch of injuries. Paolo and Wagner missed a ton of
Bunch of
games.
injuries, right?
Finished 7th.
Damn.
Finished 7th with a bunch of their main
Damn.
guys.
Injuries.
How many injuries?
Yeah, the main
I mean,
guys.
I mean it's at least 40 games.
So
Because
Banchero
they-
and Wagner missed a ton of games.
I like you don't know, like you said,
Jalen
you don't
Suggs,
know what
obviously.
them picks gonna become, man. It could be something, it couldn't be something, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, man. Like
They got something for sure.
like we'll cross that bridge. They got somebody that you know what this motherfucker finna go out there and do right now. He's a 20-point scorer, he's shooting 40 from 3, whatever, high clip from 3, you know what he only do. So Desmond Bane a good basketball player, man.
Yeah.
We
sure.
close. We close.
Like,
We
don't-
close.
He getting
And then we say we might not be close to win it, but what's New York?
Yeah, nah, man.
We feel like we can beat New York any given time we match up with them.
Yeah,
And Indiana. We feel like we got Indiana numbered.
Paolo only getting better.
Shit.
It's always,
Wagner only-
it's always say fuck them picks because what I was told is
Especially these
usually
days.
people who give away picks, they don't trust their own eye. So they'd rather a player already be developed because they don't want to develop them.
Cool.
So I'd rather give you my picks, give me proven players today.
I'm with it.
But history has shown that those picks have changed dynasties because just like Dallas got the #1 pick,
Well, they
that
won
came
the-
from somebody who didn't think they were going to be in the lottery.
But most times,
And they end up being a lottery.
Players aren't
But you don't
developed.
be there.
Players aren't developed like that anymore.
Yeah, Memphis ain't gonna be no dynasty, no fucking time
Who
soon.
said anything about?
Because that's where the pick's going.
Yeah.
The picks went to Memphis.
But are they staying there though?
But yes, fuck the picks staying there because Memphis, that's absolutely.
They don't need them. They're gonna make moves.
Fuck yes.
I'm saying Memphis gonna make moves
Memphis ain't
with
gonna be
those
no dynasty no
No,
fucking
not
time
with those
soon. So we not no.
I'm
give a fuck.
talking
Who they turning into?
I'm
Give a
talking
fuck.
about Orlando. This don't have nothing to do with.
But the picks went to Memphis. You said the picks went to Memphis. Right?
Yes, the picks
They
go to
traded the
Memphis.
picks, so
Now-
you don't know who the picks gonna become. You said
okay, now what-
Those picks have become a dynasty. These are your words. Yes, those picks went to Memphis. Memphis ain't
This
become a
is
dynasty no time soon.
Orlando, dog.
But they traded him.
If Orlando loses next year, hold on. If they get hurt like they did this
So
year,
it's a bunch of ifs again.
if they get hurt like they did this year,
If.
and they get a top 3 pick,
If
it's protected,
If.
they get that pick.
If.
Not,
If.
it goes to them.
If.
So you always want to put a condom on your picks because you don't know what's going to happen to your team in the next 4-6 years.
They
This
looking at what they
this
got
is
is
a
good.
6-year giveaway gift.
They
looking at
double
what
it
they got
down
is
on
good.
this.
You already the
they looking
straight
at
up
what they got
trade.
is good.
You don't want to raw dog the pick.
So you're
They
saying
looking
that
at the college landscape,
You're
right?
saying
That's what I was
They're
thinking.
looking at
There
the
ain't
college-
nothing out there to
listen,
develop
They're
that
looking at
we
the
gonna double
college
down on.
landscape over the next 3, 4,
Yes,
5
they are.
years.
Hell yeah. That's what I
What
was
is
thinking.
out there?
Nothing.
What is going on? The NIL is going on. These kids are not. Do you know how many kids went back to school this year? Kids are not coming out, Gil. They're looking at the landscape moving forward. The Orlando Magic at the landscape moving forward. Is there anybody out there that's coming up in high school, college right now, that we're looking at the possibility if we keep it could help us? And they came up with the answer, no.
Not in the next 3 years.
So therefore, we're willing to get off of these picks to get a guy that we think that can help us in the area that we struggle in,
Fact.
which is shooting threes.
Easy, just
you
We
already had
solved the
him.
problem.
You already had him. There was no way to. You don't think that deal would have been done if I said I want to protect?
No.
You can have 4 picks. I protect the top 3 picks.
What was Bane's contract?
And
What was
why-
Bane's contract?
5-year 197.
He had 197. Bane got 197.
4 years left,
That's how-
162
That's
left
what
on the
happened,
deal.
Gil.
What was the
Dallas-
line
that's how
up for
Dallas got
that
their
trade
pick.
So,
between
Gil,
Cole
is that
Anthony
what
and
happened?
Davis? What was their
Is that what happened?
That's how Golden
so-
State got the number 2 pick.
So, Gil,
Right? That's how it happened.
But
is
they,
that
They're
gonna
not going
happen?
in like they gonna get hurt. Like,
Is that what happened?
What?
What you just said?
No, the franchise was under pressure, so they just wanted to get off of KCP, so they just did whatever to make the deal done. So they offered.
So Casey,
So they thought they was filling the void when they signed KCP. He defended.
Yeah, he defended.
And it was supposed to be a 3-point.
And it didn't happen.
That didn't pan out.
And he
in
gave
one
up on
season,
him last-
right?
and he-
They gave
yeah.
up whatever the case may be. So now you go out and get a guy that's been doing
20
it
a game.
for multiple years
Second
now, right?
option for the Memphis Grizzlies.
So we fill a void in that manner. Like I said, they looking at the landscape, man, moving forward the next however many years. Ain't nobody out there that can help them.
and they wouldn't be there. They don't got the
They've
job
had
security.
picks. They've drafted bigs and this and
Wendell Carter, all
so
that.
they did. So they got everything
Yeah.
else in place.
Jonathan Isaac
Are
out
you
there.
actually listening to what I'm saying?
Yes, I hear what you're
Yeah.
saying.
So you're
Yeah.
saying
Yes, I hear that. Yes, I
If-
hear exactly what you said. I listened.
you don't want
Yeah.
you don't want Bane. I'm giving you 4 first-round picks, but I want to protect the top 3.
Cool, but they
You
didn't do
think you think Memphis said, nah, we want it unprotected?
that. Yes.
Wrong, they offered it. They just wanted.
So is that what I asked you? Is that what happened for facts? So you know that for facts?
Yes.
That's what I'm asking. I asked you that.
Offered too much.
That's what I asked.
Huh?
They offered too much.
They just wanted to get rid
I
of
think they-
KCP so much
Yeah.
that they just offered.
I think they was sold on Bane too. They was like,
Bane.
they was like, he's
I'm
the
saying,
perfect fit for our team.
just saying,
if that's
just
your
as a-
guy, there's
Think
no
about
price.
this.
tag.
Think
As a
about how-
business,
think about
as
the
a business,
logic.
I got to worry about today,
about the logic.
and I got to worry about tomorrow. So even if you're doing a deal with me,
If your coach ain't gonna
I'm
be there
giving
4
you
years,
4
if he
picks.
don't-
I'm
if he
giving
don't
you
win,
4 picks away.
You just signed
I'm going to protect the back 2 just in
don't want
case.
it no more.
Moses just
How
signed
much
that,
did
but still.
KCP average?
Yeah.
I'm going to
From what I
protect the
heard?
back. I'm going to protect
Hey.
the back 2.
KCP averages 9 points a game. We want to get rid of him so bad. We're going to get a 20-point a night guy.
Yeah, there's no price that you ain't willing to pay for that.
Well, just tell me how it makes sense. How would I go? How would I go trying to get rid of something that I don't want to get something I ain't never
Gotta
think I can
overpay.
actually
Gotta
get?
overpay for it. Gotta overpay for it.
Bane.
You gotta overpay. You gotta
And
dress
then
it
you're
up and
looking
make it
around
look
the
good.
market and you're like, well, what can we get for this right now that even makes sense for
That
us?
extension, though, you know that
So-
don't mean no OG no
so
more.
It, don't,
Okay,
it
then-
does not, but
didn't want him to say- didn't
but
want him
from
to say
what
that.
they've been, right?
For sure.
To your point, absolutely, it doesn't mean a thing these days. Signing a decision as a coach don't mean an absolute thing
They
these days.
firing them left and right.
Left and
55
right, win or
wins,
not
they
win.
still
Win a
get rid of
championship,
them.
you get fired. So it don't matter. Coach of the year, you get fired. It don't matter, right?
Right.
But I think they see something within what they have, and they're gonna ride with it for the next however many 3-4 years. And if it don't, 2, 3, 4 years, and if it don't work, then they're gonna get off of it.
And they got rid of Cole
Right.
Anthony too.
That they didn't want.
Yeah, they
Think
didn't
about
want-
that.
And he was an easy contract to get off.
Think about
KCP
that.
got 2 years,
We got off
43
easy
million
with that.
player option in that final year. Cole Anthony's got
the
2
black
years,
kid,
26
they got
million, but a
Howard.
team option.
Yeah, they got other, they got
after this
Suggs,
season.
Howard, Steele, Black. So they still got people that.
They got a good young. They got a good young.
core.
I mean, you're acting like I'm
Carter,
saying
all
that the deal
No, I
was
get,
fine.
I get what you're saying. He
Cool.
offered too much.
I'm just
You
looking at the
offered-
pieces now.
like
We're not-
you were so scared to try to negotiate that you just said 4 unprotected.
They
and
ain't
said-
wanna negotiate.
Yeah, they didn't want to negotiate.
Nah, I don't want to negotiate him, man.
I just want to give this here. Just
Look,
4. So,
Here,
yeah.
I want Bane.
I
want Bane, y'all.
Yeah.
Here you
And I was
go.
like, you could have just
Yeah.
said, hey, the last 2 picks protected just in
But
case.
think
'Cause this
about
is,
what-
this is 6-7 years from now.
I'm Memphis.
I don't know where my program's going to be. Just in case. We might fuck around and get the number 1 pick and I get to keep it just in case.
I'm
They got the
Memphis.
number 1 pick in Pinkero up there already. So they don't need another number
But one
1
of them is
pick.
top 2 protector,
6
right?
years from now.
This
Coach
pick
ain't
swap.
beat-
The
he
pick
might
swap
not.
2029.
I'm Memphis.
Whatever
I'm
it
trying to
is, man.
figure out, like, okay, you guys want my guy, our second guy? He's 22 a night.
Damn near the one
He
guy.
could be 25 a night, 40% from the 3. You think we just gonna give him up for
Nah, it's gonna
Cole
cost
Anthony and KCP?
you. Nah.
Straight up, Bane and them, straight up.
You
Come
gotta
on.
dress it up a little
gotta-
bit more than that.
Listen, you gotta take the condom.
You gotta put makeup on this pig.
Yeah, and for Orlando, they
Yeah, you gotta tell her.
gotta
You gotta
put
tell
makeup on this
her.
pig,
You gotta
man,
tell her
like-
she gotta show up with no panties.
They've been trying for about 5 years to get
She
that
gotta
filled
show
out
up with
position.
Which one?
I like Orlando.
Yeah, they
I like
tried
that
with
piece for
Gary
Orlando.
Harris.
They've been swinging at it.
They've been swinging that
Swinging
Swinging
at
and
the bitch.
missing.
They've been missing.
They got it this
So you
time.
gotta-
They got it this time.
Man,
Huh?
you gotta throw the whole
And they got
house.
something good
He
for
held
it.
the fort down when Ja was out.
Hell
He
yeah.
held that shit down when
did.
Ja was out, much as he
As much
could.
as he could.
And
As
he
much
can
as
play
he
well
could.
off the ball with them.
He plays off the ball.
Orlando, he plays well.
That's what he do.
off the
Catch
ball
and shoot
with
dude, man.
So we talked about it. The East,
fit.
East appears to be a little wide open now.
Wide
Tatum
open right
injury. But how much has Bane moved the needle for Orlando in the East? Talking about a team that was 5th in 2024, 7th last season, but dealt with some injuries, had some scoring issues.
You gonna help?
Now you
Another
roll out a
year with them
lineup
young
with
boys
Suggs,
built.
Bane, Bankero, Waggy.
Jamal gonna
Another
go to that
Wendell
pin down
Carter
action.
potentially.
He
Yeah,
gonna go
another-
through a lot of pin down.
I think
Yeah,
they
another
finish
year
top
under them
4.
young boys' belt,
Yeah.
man.
Top 4.
They'll be all right.
They can be top 4.
Top 5.
Depending on what else
That's
happened.
where they was the year before.
Depending on what happened with Giannis and KD.
But they was 5 the year before, right? Yeah, they,
Five-
5
7 games with the
yeah,
Cavs.
Yeah, especially
with them bum ass
No,
Cavs.
And through the year last
And
year,
what
they was like
Boston
2-3.
Yeah, no Tatum.
Yeah, they started out good. Then
Bringing some stuff.
injuries to Bankero and Waggy.
Giannis, they really want to.
Jalen
now,
Suggs
yeah.
as well.
They really
I mean, it helps.
want to.
It feels what they need right now.
But can this squad make a run like the Rockets? I'm saying get to that top 2, top 3 in the East.
Why not?
Obviously,
Making
have some issues in
a
the
run,
postseason,
making
but-
a run for
But that,
making a run in regular season is regular season. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
they gotta
this
get out-
is
they gotta get out the
this
first
is
round.
this is getting out of the second round. Will they get out of the second round with this pick?
so will they get to the
First
conference
round.
finals? Basically, is your point.
Depends on matchups, man. Depends on
Depends
what
on
who they
matchups,
playing. Depends on
really. Depends
matchups.
on matchups.
It all. Well, we all know how this shit has been, man. Matchups, injuries, it's fucking year in, year out. Somebody's out, somebody get hurt doing it. It's unfortunate, but it happens. So
Right.
just depends on where they finish. If they finish healthy or not. If they do, they're gonna have a better record than they did last year. We know that.
Yeah.
Depends on who they match up with.
Okay.
That's it.
And last thing on the Magic front. So Desmond Bane will wear number 3 with the Magic. Magic fans are calling him 3 Rex. That's his nickname because of the
Because he got short arms.
T-Rex arm. How do y'all feel about that nickname?
That's
Terrible.
shame, bro. You just came up with that.
Yeah, I'm about to say, did you make that up?
So
You
Twitter
made
user
that up?
And then he
Lacron.
just blamed it on Twitter.
Twitter user Lacron was the first one to tweet it.
Right.
That's
That's
how
not
you
going to be
pick
the
on
man's
me.
name.
That's
Can't
not
be.
how I get
That's
down.
what the chat saying. No, nigga, that's what you said.
What the chat saying is a good go-to whenever you have something on your mind. But nah, Twitter user Lacron was the first one to tweet it out.
Rex, that's terrible.
Oh,
And they don't got no neck.
Just call him by his name.
Desmond.
Why not? It's what his mama named him.
Okay.
Bang.
Mama call him Dez, I'm calling him
Dez.
Dez.
I'm dead.
Like, what, yeah.
So now let's look at it from the Grizzlies side. Grizzlies now have 4 unprotected first-round picks at their disposal to help shore up their roster after back-to-back disappointing seasons. Obviously, they've been hampered by injury. Ja Morant's played a total of 59 games the past 2 seasons, one previously due to injury and suspension. Grizzlies set a then record with 51 different starting lineups in the 23-24 season, which the Sixers broke this season. But what do the Grizzlies need to get back amongst the top teams in the West?
A miracle.
A miracle.
Get the hell out of Memphis. Go to
Are they gonna
Nashville,
trade
man.
Ja?
Let's go to Nashville. I ain't saying leave the state.
Go to Nashville.
Let's go to Nashville.
Nashville.
You need-
Oh,
you can get
man.
yeah, that's all I'm saying. But
Need to for sure.
what they need, but I don't.
Pick up the whole.
About to rebuild.
Y'all down on Memphis?
No, they about
I'm
to
not
rebuild.
down
Who
on
been
them.
up on
I
them?
think they can.
They about to rebuild.
I don't
been
think
up
stay
on
healthy.
I never thought they was
Y'all
gonna
don't do
beat
nothing
nobody.
crazy.
Nah, they about
Not in
to.
the playoffs here.
But I'm just saying, they
I don't care.
I know you don't care,
I
Kenyon,
don't.
but damn.
I don't care who they play. in the
Memphis a
playoffs.
fine city.
I'm betting against Memphis in every playoff series.
Even if they healthy? Even if Ja healthy?
Can't trust Jaren
Ain't
Jackson.
got no draws on.
Ain't been up, so he gonna foul out.
No, they can see.
He gonna foul out.
Now they
If
got
it's a
assets.
7-game playoff
Now
series,
they
he
got
gonna foul out
assets. They
5
can,
of them 7.
You right, but they got assets now that they can maybe bring in a piece for that.
Win.
Or
Not
with
this
him,
year.
with him.
Not this year. Ain't nobody coming there. Ain't no free agent coming to. Ain't no free agent coming to Memphis.
Oh, buddy, that tore his Achilles. He a good piece too. What's the backup center? He can help him out.
Edie,
You got Edie?
No, not Edie. The young fella with the
Clark.
yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes. He's gonna be back from injury.
You got
So what
Scottie
you gonna
Pippen
do
Jr.
with,
You got to
Scottie
get
I'm a
Pippen
big
Jr.
fan of.
I know, that's
They
why
about
I
to
brought
break
him up.
that
Ken.
I'm a big
team up,
fan
man.
of Deuce.
You keep
Absolutely.
Pippen.
I'm gonna believe
Man,
it.
they
Ja
get
healthy.
nice.
You just got four.
But you
You
got
just got
cold,
four
though, that's what I'm
unprotected.
Got a sharpshooter.
Point guard, right?
Luke Norris.
You got the 16th pick in
Like
this
that.
year's draft.
Pippen.
Bro, you about to break that
And he already
team
know the
up and
system.
build around Edie and whoever else you got left.
I think they're gonna give Ja one more year.
I mean, hearing that owner, that whoever that was that got up there, and was like, yeah, man, it's not good enough, man.
The Grizzlies have shown to be pretty good at drafting in recent years.
Cool.
I'm just.
No, they have. I'm just saying. No, I'm agreeing
It's
with you.
Memphis,
Yes,
man.
but it's Memphis. They not dudes.
What does that mean?
It's the same thing as Orlando. What are they gonna do? What has history has shown?
Yeah, there you go.
Like, I'm sorry to tell you this,
History
and some of you
repeats itself.
fans out there.
Yeah, this is.
At least 15 of y'all teams don't give two shits about basketball. Okay?
Probably more than that.
Right? It's not about this. You are a basketball fan. Those are businessmen. They care about the business.
That's a fact.
These are tax write-offs. I don't know if you know, but you might want to look into the owner's history. Tax write-off. They didn't make their money from the NBA. This is a hobby. Side pocket, conversation shit. Yeah, I own I own the Grizzlies and the Patriots, and that's conversation
Patriots
for
are a money
amongst
franchise.
these these billionaires. So yes, they're gonna break that team up.
They can't afford to pay him, for one. They can't afford it. They cannot afford to be any favor to give. Well, I don't mean to cut you off, but to Gil's point, they can't afford to bring no more major free agents in that motherfucker. They don't sell enough tickets. They don't get enough revenue in that bitch. And to his point, Tennessee is a tax-free state, so it's.
But you got Ja at a discount. You get Jaren Jackson Jr.
I got
at a
everybody at a
discount.
discount. I got
You got
everybody
him
at a discount.
He didn't win Defensive Player of the
But
Year.
at the
Make
end of the
All-NBA
day,
team.
at the
They
end
both
of the day,
extension eligible too.
what am I doing?
Don't wait.
What am I doing here? What are
gonna
we
pay 'em?
doing? Where are we going? We're going nowhere. Right? We're just sitting here just chilling. We're going nowhere. So you might as well you're going to come up off those asses.
Got to.
Right? You're going to sign JJJ back because you got to fill up the roster. Right? Ja's going to be on the move either this summer or next summer. For sure. Because you're not going to win enough to do nothing impactful with the group you have now for you to say, we're going to keep these. No. You got 4 unprotected picks. All you do is just sitting there praying some lightning happens to Orlando where you can get motherfuckers somebody.
Why not though?
Huh?
You don't think they can win?
Who?
Do what? Win what? Do what?
Who? Orlando?
What-
Yeah, Memphis. No.
What am I winning?
They won. They won before though.
I'm winning 5, 6 with them. 5 go to the playoffs.
When they
man.
was exciting,
It's
they
crowd
was
shit. It's crowd shit, man.
I don't know, bro.
This is business. I mean, only 5 or 6 teams trying to win an
That's
actual championship.
But that's like saying, so you saying John is not trying to win?
No, not players, owners.
But-
you know how much pressure it takes to win?
Handicap them, bro.
Think about what I'm saying. When
That's
you
true.
win, when you're winning, you have to be there. Every decision you make has to be on point. You got to be smart as fuck. Nobody want that kind of pressure. Orlando don't want that pressure. Goddamn Memphis don't want that pressure.
So just imagine when Memphis was a 2 seed a couple years ago, right? Mm-hmm. But they didn't did shit since. Right? Sacramento was what a few years ago? 3 seed a couple years ago.
End of the
But
playoff drought.
Hey, with the motherfuckers been shuffling players in and out of that motherfucking. Hey, you know what? We finna. Hey, coaches and players like it's.
And nobody, when you're in the small market, nobody cares.
But if you're in a small market, are you looking at Indiana? Are you looking at OKC
That's
and
cool.
what they're doing, being in
Cool.
the finals right now, saying,
Now-
we
now
want
what
to follow
happened-
this blue?
It's
now-
how their rosters put together though.
Now think about the
Ain't spending no money on
pressure.
nobody.
Now think about the pressure Indiana is going to have next year to get back. When you succeed, there's pressure for you to keep doing it because now the fans want it. So some teams just want to be in the middle of the road.
Hey,
It's like
that's
mid-major
a fact.
making
But
the Final
That's a
Four.
fact because Miami.
Just give them a little taste, and then are we back to
Pressure.
We
mediocrity?
didn't win. It was broke up.
Mid-major
Sorry,
making
first
to
year
the
we
Final
didn't win.
Four.
Yeah, never see y'all later. All right.
Mid-major making it to the Final Four this year,
He's
and
playing basketball, though.
Huh?
It's basketball.
The players can't listen. Players
It
is
is.
playing the upper management.
They playing a different game
They're
upstairs.
playing a different game.
But still, you can't control, like, if Ja really, like, I ain't seen Ja look like Ja in a while. What if
He
Ja
ain't
go
gonna
out
look
there
like I
and
get rid of
Ja?
his friend. Shit. I can make Ja not look like Ja. I get rid of his friend.
So he gonna go out there. So
And the new
train
coach
him.
changed the system.
Train him, yeah.
Less pick and
Pharmacy
rolls.
silo.
Like,
Yeah.
Train him, man.
just like that,
if you don't want him to beat Ja, though, look.
So we got 2 polls to read, and I got one more question for y'all. So we asked the chat.
That's what I'm
if
saying,
Magic
like-
trading for Bane was a good move. 62% of the chat said that the Magic trading for Desmond Bane was a good move. We also asked the chat, will the Magic make the Eastern Conference Finals after this move at any point in the near future? 71% said no. So after
anywhere in time in the near future, like that's just so vague. Like
It's just a contradiction.
next couple seasons with this Bane move,
they gotta make it.
who
Make
says
this
so?
move.
So the near future is
They
just
gave
2,
up. They gotta make
3,
it.
4,
don't make it.
5. Well, so
Five
that's
is-
what it's just
5 is the farthest.
They don't make it far.
5 is the farthest. Okay, we live in the moment.
This ain't that yet.
But after the haul that the Grizzlies got for Desmond Bane, some have argued that they should explore the trade market for the other stars on the squad. Gil, you said you think the Grizzlies should consider going in full rebuild and moving on from Ja Morant and
Considering
Jaren
that's
Jackson
what they're
Jr.
doing. It's not considering that's what they're doing. You just gave them 4 unprotected. They can trade that with someone. They're gonna trade 2 of those with Ja. They're gonna trade 2 of those with JJJ. I mean, it's gonna be rebuilding. I mean, there's nothing to hope for. I mean, look at the team. Like, what are you?
You don't have to get
What are you
no
selling?
draft picks for Ja, though.
Huh?
You get more draft picks for Ja.
No. The problem with Ja is he's undervalued compared to what you're gonna get back. So you're getting rid of a superstar name, but because he's not a supermax guy, you're gonna have to throw in picks to get a supermax guy. So you will want to trade, him for
But do you
a
want to
max
trade him
player.
for a supermax
Yeah, that's
guy?
what I'm saying.
That's the question, though.
So you train him for
I don't want to trade a nigga for somebody regular
But then,
who got a regular ass contract.
so if you got a
Like,
supermax
look,
guy, you got to
like-
pay a supermax
yeah,
contract. Is
like
that what you want to
OKC
do if
did.
you're Memphis?
no.
Paul George.
What?
Get you to Shea.
Yeah. Hey, that's-
Just get a bunch of picks.
Yeah, but look how that
didn't turn
look how
out
that
right.
turned out
Yeah.
great for OKC.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If you Memphis,
You know what I mean?
man, people
Clippers
are-
is kicking their ass ever since that, but it made sense then. See, like this trade makes great sense for Orlando today. We don't know what it's going to make 6 years from now when those picks start turning into something. Then we get to see, but it's still all on who's picking. If you don't have an eye, like when people talk about, I don't care about the draft, you should. Because every player that's in the NBA damn near has been through the draft. The fuck are we talking about? They coming through the draft. Your picks ain't worth shit because you don't know how to pick. Right? Oh, look, Wiseman with the second pick. Well, if they would have picked LaMelo, it would have been different.
Yeah.
If they would have picked this player, it would have been different. That's who they picked.
Or if they would have let him be a player that he is and not try to turn him into Draymond.
Yeah. You try to turn Wiseman.
Detroit Pistons with that pick, right? You got that squad. That pick came from what? Otis Thorpe back in '97. That could have been Melo. That could have been Bosh. That could have been goddamn Wade.
Yep.
You picked wrong. You got fucking 4 power forwards back there, and you gonna pick another power forward.
Darko Miller.
That's your fault. Don't say the draft players was there. 4 Hall of Famers out of 5 picks.
So the point is,
You managed to pick the wrong one.
Picked the
That's
wrong
your
one.
goddamn eye.
those picks hold a lot of weight if you know how to draft correctly. But the Grizzlies have been solid in
They
the
did win the
draft.
chip, though.
But Detroit had
did
the
win the
team.
chip,
though.
though.
They had a team, though.
But that's
They won
what
the
I'm saying.
chip,
You
though.
already got a team. The draft pick you picked didn't have nothing to do with the championship. So now imagine you did pick Melo or Wade or Bosh. That secures your greatness moving forward. So
Or do that stunt.
Why wouldn't they pick Chris Bosh?
Or do that stunt they growth, though. Go in there.
Like damn Melo. Like
think about it.
not even.
No.
I just really thought. Like I honest, because everybody this whole time been Melo. I I really just like, why the fuck didn't you pick Chris Bosh? He left-handed, shooter, face, fucking Darko Miller. Like, why the fuck didn't you just go Chris Bosh?
I didn't think
Proving you saw what he did in college. You put your eyes on him. You saw him here.
they ain't want to ruffle no feathers.
Okay, but no, man, I literally,
That's crazy, though.
yeah. Why not?
Did they just win a championship that year?
No, they wanted the.
They wanted that,
So-
that
That
actual
year,
year.
That year, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, the year they
The
drafted
year they
him,
drafted him, they
2004.
wanted that year.
he was a rookie.
Didn't get
That's
no-
what I'm saying.
no
So
tick.
that pick right there, like, was supposed to keep
They had Sheed
their
and
future
Tayshaun,
going.
though.
So according to
That's what I'm
Shams,
saying.
They had Sheed and
They
Tayshaun
would have
already.
played in.
Because they traded for Sheed that season.
Who would have played that year?
Who?
You think D-Wade would have played?
Chris Bosh.
But you got to, but Chris
think he
Bosh,
would have?
but what I'm saying,
Over Rashid?
but you still
not
got
over, but he did something different. Like
you
Chris
got
Bosh
you
was
got
a
him moving
That
forward.
I feel like we wouldn't have a D-Wade or
But you got him. What I'm saying is you got
career
him
would have been
forward.
cut.
no, but knowing how Larry Brown feels about rookies, you think he
I'm about
would
to
have
say
one
Larry
of those
Brown.
But it
guys
don't matter. That's
Larry Brown,
Larry
like, he
Brown,
played
bruh.
back.
Larry
Larry
talent
Brown.
was what it was.
would have got him to the next level.
Yeah, you're talking about 2006,
But
7.
Larry
Look who
Brown
you would have
in full
been.
control.
for sure.
Think of that. Larry Brown was in
Brown
control.
messed
He
up.
didn't like Iverson.
Because then you could have went.
But Iverson was already Iverson.
at times you
somebody
needed
coming
to-
as a rookie.
So at times Ben Wallace was on the floor and he hurt your team, right? Because he can't make free throws.
Yep.
Because he can make free throws. So listen,
So now you
talking
got Bosh,
basketball, right?
you got
Now you got Bosh and Sheed out that motherfucker. Now it's a different ball game at times. That's what I'm saying. Moving forward.
Barbecue
Larry
chicken
Brown,
and Shaq.
That was the
Larry Brown.
Remember Shaq?
he being on the floor.
This ain't this
That's
NBA.
what-
This
that was
back
the-
then NBA.
Yeah,
Oh, trust me, I know that. I had to. Yeah, they.
But they're talking about right now. 2 years from now,
Yeah.
Bosh would have been continuing to
Yeah.
develop. Then he would have been plug and play when those guys are irrelevant.
Bosh
It
brain
don't
would
always
have been
work
dead
like that.
already.
But it would
It
have.
don't always work
Bosh
like
would have
that.
been done for the mind.
You think so?
been all right.
Because Larry Brown is tough, bro. I'm gonna be honest. He
Brown,
can
he didn't want to
would have-
play. Look,
They had them dudes.
look,
They had
USA
Chance and
team.
all them dudes. Them dudes.
He didn't want to play LeBron on the
Okay.
USA
Yeah.
team. Come
Look
on,
what we
man.
had.
I'm saying them dudes.
And it's
Talk about the GOAT. He didn't play. He didn't.
He
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 didn't
wasn't the
play.
GOAT then.
Tayshaun.
But
Shit, you
Nice.
seen
But
that?
the
look-
GOAT now. Okay, I just make
Seen
sure.
how he was looking, and you don't
What are
want
we
to play.
talking about? Wait, what y'all
What'd you
talking
say?
about? Y'all keep saying that
What?
GOAT word. Like, what we talking about?
Who said something about what
The
happened?
GOAT.
Them two.
I'm just a conduit.
What
Of
they
that,
say?
if you will.
LeBron.
Yeah, they keep saying
just
that.
about-
Oh,
Why y'all keep
I was
saying
Not
saying,
They
he
keep
didn't
saying,
play.
oh, that's what they say.
I'm not God. I'm just a preacher.
Oh, you been gone.
the GOAT playing today right now.
You been gone.
Oh, by the way, I keep saying that. Like,
GOAT play-
like
the
Jeffrey
GOAT play right
Jordan.
now.
No, they've been
like,
saying no. And this guy is a sidekick. Him.
Jeffrey Jordan.
He's a sidekick.
He ain't the GOAT.
This guy's a sidekick, and then, yeah.
Yeah, the GOAT. He didn't let the GOAT play. In the USA, Larry Brown didn't let the GOAT play.
Man,
Because in which what the Olympics?
Yeah, he didn't want the motherfuckers.
Because they shouldn't have been there.
But it don't matter.
No, your face. Are you confused, young fella?
I'm very
I'm very
confused.
confused.
Three,
Yeah.
four, when they brought that medal home that they shouldn't have brought home.
Talk to me, please. What we talking about?
You got a smartphone. Go look up the team that went to Puerto Rico to qualify.
who's on
Go
that
look
team?
it up. Get your phone.
Nah, I
Who's
know
on
that team because I'm in Puerto Rico. They talk about that all the time.
Go
down
look
there.
it up. I want you to look the names.
I
up
know
on
that.
Who's
I
on that
said
three
that.
team? Go look the
Shane
names up on that. No,
Battier.
the same one. Go no, not the team that went to the
No, not
Olympics.
that one.
The team the qualifying team that went to Puerto Rico. 2000. Look that team.
2002.
He was on that team.
Team that-
2003. Look it up.
He was on that team. Yeah.
Look it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, they
That's J Kid too, then, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Who was all on that team? I know you.
That an
Tim
okay
Duncan,
Allen Iverson,
Jason
Kidd, T-Mac.
Hold on,
That team
read this
wasn't
list
good,
off. Hold on,
bruh.
please listen to this team.
Allen Iverson, J. Kidd, T-Mac, Jermaine O'Neal, Vince Carter, Mike Bibby, Kenyon Martin, Ray Allen, Tim Duncan, Elton Brand, Richard Jefferson, Gilbert.
You said Brian them shouldn't have made the team?
Just I wasn't gonna be enough to.
rookies,
It
boy.
wasn't gonna be enough to
So
hold
who they-
over the
who
top.
they-
We go to the Olympics, we don't bring home bronze.
With that team?
With that team, we don't bring home bronze.
For sure.
We win gold.
100%.
All right, so they just added
The
Brian.
niggas was
and-
rookies, dog.
What?
They wasn't ready to play.
All three of them.
They was not ready to
was they
play.
ready to play?
Man,
Or was they ready to
please,
play?
man.
And
They
the
was
coach
definitely
didn't
ready to play.
They
They put them on
definitely
the
ready
team.
to
They
play.
needed them to play.
You
No,
needed
that
that.
old
No,
stuff
they-
they had out there,
they-
they
needed them to play to speed that
They
game.
wasn't ready to play.
They was
Who
trying to
else was
play
on
that
that? Who
old
was on
broken
that
down
old-
basketball.
Yeah,
It was
man,
not
shit was
working,
not
man.
working,
We
man.
just wanted to go to Puerto Rico to
It's
qualify.
the 04 team you talking about.
They didn't even
Talking
want to
about AI,
2004, this
AI,
team.
Steph,
Lamar Odom.
was it Michael Redd?
No.
They took Richard Jefferson and
Richard
Jefferson
Jefferson.
off our team. Tim Duncan.
Shane Battier?
No.
They took 3 people off of that team.
Tayshaun
bruh.
Prince?
No.
Tim Duncan.
Yo,
Sean Wong.
they took 3
Mecca
people off of this
Okafor.
team.
Mecca?
It was.
Now,
it
that's
was
dumb
there.
too. I ain't saying that ain't dumb, but like
That was
say they
certain
wasn't
hours
ready.
on
They
that
was
team.
not ready to
That's what
play.
And Bron and Melo
They
ready,
were rookies.
So
Bron and Melo
Mecca
ready,
Oklahoma
bro.
They was ready.
Mecca.
Nah, people
Tyson
Chandler, was it
that
Tyson
team?
Chandler?
over the guys that they was playing.
Yes, bro.
Braun,
And Melo was ready.
Melo, and Wade should have been playing
Yeah,
over the
they
guys
should
that
have
they
been
were
playing.
100%,
On the
bro.
Olympic team.
on the
Yeah.
Olympic
Yeah.
team.
the guys
I'm not
that
saying that
Joe
your
West
team.
Rock.
The guys that
Joe
went
West
to the
Rock.
South
That
Central.
was-
Yeah, I'm not
I
talking
agree.
about your team. I'm talking about the team that was there. They should have been playing
I
over them
agree
dudes.
1,000%. They
Yeah.
should have been playing. But the team that should have went was that
I
team.
ain't gonna argue with you on that, but
Then-
those dudes that was there,
I did.
they should have put them young
Absolutely.
fellas in there.
Absolutely.
That was
1,000%. 1,000%. But
Man,
that
think
team
about
won
that.
Puerto
They not
Rico.
played. They didn't
I
play
know
at all.
they-
Man,
Nah.
they sat them
Spare
cats
them.
out.
And I know they happy they didn't go to the
Richard Jefferson
He played Richard Jefferson
played more than all.
Yeah, he played more than everybody.
What was he doing? Like,
They played the
It's,
ball.
Melo
it's
played-
Larry Brown, bro.
Yeah.
What do you
Thank-
what
that's
you
what I'm
doing?
saying.
It's Larry Brown.
And y'all
Steve
was-
Kerr, Larry
exactly what it
Brown.
the same,
Yo.
yeah.
They all the
Just fuck
same. They
people
sit at the
heads
same
up. Just fuck
table.
young people
Yeah,
heads
they
up.
talk
My favorite song was Akon. Locked up, he won't let me out.
Now,
He
I know
won't
he
let
was
me
happy.
out. I'm locked up.
Now y'all see
I
what the
know
hell
he
I
was
was
happy
saying
he
in
didn't go to
college when I
goddamn
was saying
Detroit.
the same shit in college.
Then
and
Chuck
now
was there too.
motherfuckers singing the shit on the bus.
Chuck was on
And all
that
the
team.
same coaches hang with each
Chuck
other.
was on that team.
Locking niggas up.
It was more of a clusterfuck because of they didn't have no shooters.
No shooters.
Everybody ran into damn near Tim Duncan. Everybody was mid-range, that mid-range group.
even more
Yeah,
reason
Lamar
to put them
Odom, like,
faster
everybody
dudes in there
was-
so they
it
can
was
play
flawed.
faster.
So you needed to play faster.
Yes, you need to play faster.
Well, let's keep this thing moving. Thanks to Mando for sponsoring today's podcast with
Mando!
Mando.
Should've-
With summer upon us, it's time to fight the heat with Mando whole body deodorant. It's getting pretty rough here in the valley. If you've been struggling with the heat and humidity like we have, I have great news. Mando has just launched something that takes sweat control to the next level. Introducing the Mando Deodorant Plus Sweat Control Solid Stick. It's double protection. Finally, you get the odor control you love with Mando, plus powerful sweat control. It controls both sweat and odor for 72 hours. And after just 12 hours, underarm sweat was reduced by 92%. This stuff works. It doesn't just mask odor, it prevents it. 100% of study participants experience all-day odor protection. Mando's new deodorant plus sweat control solid stick gives you double the protection you need. No more worrying about sweat stains or those embarrassing pit rings. Just all-day freshness and dryness. Mando starter pack is perfect for new customers. Comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice like mini body wash and deodorant wipes, and free shipping. As a special offer for listeners, new customers get 20% off site-wide with our exclusive code. Use code ARENA at shopmando.com for 20% off site-wide and free shipping. That's shopmando.com. Please support Gil's Arena. Tell them we sent you. Mando's got you covered with deodorant plus sweat control. Say goodbye to sweat stains and hello to long-lasting freshness with Mando.
Just think about it, nigga. 2004 summer was crazy for me. To get to make the Olympic team, fucking didn't get off a contract for Jersey. That summer was fucking rough. It was good after the fact. It turned out well, but I'm really thinking about this. Yeah, 2004 summer was fucking hell.
You still waiting on that call.
So, Steve,
how did that go?
both, listen, from the Nets
And Team USA.
and the Team USA.
Yeah, I'm about to say, how did that go? They didn't just tell you, or they just Team USA?
They just don't call you.
They just don't call you?
Yeah.
No heads whatsoever.
They don't tell you?
Obviously it was
Took a
more
Mecca
it was more
Okafor-
business than
No, you took a Mecca Okafor over me, really?
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
Like,
Did they just win the national championship?
I don't give a fuck.
you took
But I'm just saying they did.
Nigga, I
Christian
signed for
Laettner.
fucking $90 million this summer. You go take a rookie? Like, let's don't
National
do that.
championship, 90 million.
Like, come on, man. I was him that summer.
Hey,
don't
hey.
do that. I don't give a fuck what people might think of nigga sitting on this couch now, but that summer,
hey,
I
bro.
was him.
Money
Like,
don't mean
Talk your talk.
everything.
Hey,
Talk that
that
talk.
summer,
Talk that talk.
him.
Champion.
Yeah, oh,
They was taking names trying to sell
Yes.
jerseys.
that, him. 2004 summer, him.
But I'm not here to rain on your parade.
You couldn't. You can't.
They picked the winner over the money, you know?
Who
so
went over what
Name.
name? Who?
It don't
All-Star, that coming off finals appearances. I don't know what you talking about.
We're not doing this.
I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
He just won that. I'm saying, don't they pick?
I was him.
Don't
They always pick
every
a good college.
after they
I
win the
was
championship,
him.
though.
Fuck America Okafor.
Like Christian Laettner went
Over Shaq.
over Shaq. See what I mean? And so you should feel good.
No, after that,
Give a
they stopped
fuck.
that shit after that.
I know.
They
Because I don't
give a
know.
fuck
Because Dream
what-
Team 2 didn't have it.
Christian
with
Laettner went over Shaq.
No, the Penny Hardaway and them, that next group,
You should
that
feel
was it the
good.
2000?
No.
Well, no, I'm sorry, not 2000. The 96 team.
96.
Hold on.
That 94 team is the one people don't remember.
If you're gonna wear a
The World
skirt,
Championship
you need
team.
to.
Nobody cares about them.
You need to cross your legs.
This is
to
not
touch
a-
That 96 team is the one people.
Learn
This is a
etiquette,
moo-moo.
skirt
This is a
etiquette,
moo-moo,
skirt
brother.
etiquette, bro.
This is a moo-moo,
I don't know
brother.
nothing about it, nigga. You wear shit underneath. I wear the pants. When I wear my shit, everything's intact. You
I
forgot
just want to put a pants.
Hey, man,
You order half that shit,
you
bro.
African, baby. You African. They ain't got no pants in that.
Skirt etiquette.
Man, I don't know what I'm just saying, man. Usually, you don't just be up there like
Tell me
this.
where you from,
I'm
man.
sitting right here. I'm like, hey, at what point do I feel comfortable to say this? I'm starting to sweat a little bit. I'm starting to like,
Hey, you
yo.
trying? You was
Can
trying.
we get Sonny some Mando, please?
The Johnson ball
For the whole
That's what they do.
Hey, you been waiting.
He been waiting.
All show that y'all how I'm gonna say
That's
this.
what they do. Johnson ball.
Balls Johnson.
Swaggy, we got some Mando for you as well. Whole body deodorant.
Violation. Oh God, man.
Hey, y'all got some Mando right here.
We got the Mando
I
plug.
come with a leaf, nigga.
All right,
They're Africa.
let's keep this thing moving. So Desmond Bane isn't the only player on the move. With the reports, the Suns are actively shopping Kevin Durant after being unable to move him at the trade deadline this season. While still unclear where the 15-time All-Star will land, according to Shams, KD has narrowed down his preferred destination to 3 options: the Heat, Spurs, and Rockets making the final cut. Shams also saying those across the NBA have been made aware those are the 3 teams that Durant would commit to long term. So KD averaged 27.6 rebounds, 4 assists in 62 games this season, 53, 43, 83 shooting splits. Ineligible to make an All-NBA team this season because they only played 62 games, but did make second-team All-NBA in 2024. So between the Heat, Spurs, and Rockets, which of those teams benefits the most with KD on the roster?
Well, we can eliminate the third team, you said,
Well, what was that?
the Heat.
Oh, no, I disagree.
You can eliminate them off
Yeah.
fuck out of the conversation.
Why?
He didn't go there with Jimmy Butler. Why would he fucking go there now?
It's a different situation now.
Nah, he not
Ain't no
going.
Jimmy
Who's
Butler.
there?
He culture, Norris, right?
Yeah,
Who's there?
That's the best place to go if you're trying to win a chip, because the West is brutal.
What do you-
You're not winning in the West. You need the clearest path is coming east.
he too
No matter
old,
who on the team.
Can he get cookies?
If
on the
Jimmy
plane?
Butler can get to the finals twice, hey, shit, come on, Spoke and he can work with you. Bring him on. Because the
how
East
did-
is not a juggernaut.
But how
in
did
the
he
West.
make that move without giving up Bam
Don't matter. Trust in Spo, and Spo we trust, bro.
or Hero?
That shit sound good.
They won't
That
make
shit
it.
sound
Spo we
good.
trust. Spo we
We
trust,
understand
bro.
you got 2 chips there and
Nah.
all. They
Nah, I'm
they
going off
signed
what he
the
did.
contract at one point and
I'm
all
going
that
off
shit.
what
We
he
get
did.
that. But this
With the
current
high
Heat
top.
team ain't fucking winning shit with Kevin Durant.
Yeah,
So
this team
Did
bad.
Jimmy take the walk-ons to the finals
Yep,
or not?
he did.
Did he
That's
do it
what
or
they
not?
said.
Did he?
That's what
they
they
said. That's what they
said.
said. So what is
That's what
KD?
they said.
What is KD?
No, they said-
so now you back drinking the water again?
No, not that. No, it's coffee.
No, that's what everybody said though.
Coffee.
You
And
can't
they
do
were
that.
walk-ons, and they've
You
been
can't get
proven they walk-ons.
no.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
You
with
moved
KD,
on
what
from
can you
him
do?
and them, so you're not allowed.
All right.
You moved on from him and them.
You're right.
You gonna jump back on it? It's moving
like-
too fast.
He's a free agent this summer,
It's like
kid.
trying to jump on the back of a
I hear
Bugatti
it. I
right
see
now.
what you're doing.
You're
Go
trying
ahead.
to jump over the back
So
of a
get
fucking
it. Go
Bugatti
ahead.
right now.
You see it there. Go get it.
More
Go get
full
it. But
range,
you gotta go
motherfucker.
get it.
Yes.
If I tap out, you gotta go get it. And you
No.
gotta go get it if I tap out. Now go
I
get
like-
it.
I like-
This is a different situation, bro.
I like the Heat.
No,
Just because it's in the
okay,
East.
cool, we hear you.
And I trust Spo.
We
They
over
gonna,
the-
he ain't gonna be the only move.
the
If he come-
Rockets?
if he comes there, it's not gonna be the only move.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm
They
saying.
can't- somebody
It ain't gonna be the only
Somebody
move.
said.
Easiest
Yeah, it has to
path
be
to the
another.
Easiest path to the
championship
chip is to go to the East. And that's what I'm saying.
I mean, when
But
you
those
think
on
about
one
it.
team.
Next
I mean, no, I'm just saying if you go east, it's an easier path because
Houston, San Antonio.
one, right now you got Cleveland, New York, Orlando.
Embiid hurt,
You know
Paul
what I mean?
George
That's what I'm
hurt,
saying. Like
Jason
you-
Tatum and them hurt. You don't pray on nobody being hurt, but that's the fact of the matter.
Right.
So now you go there,
If
and
you
now
do-
you're in the same situation that you was.
And Brooklyn.
No,
Brooklyn.
Me and I'm looking around that motherfucker like,
But
you
that-
gotta
but-
get rid of Tyler Hero.
but it's the
He-
East.
He's
You gotta get
automatically the
him
top
out.
player in the
But
East
I'm saying
after
it
Giannis.
is the East.
I hear
He's
you.
automatically the best
That
player in
shit
the East
grind,
after
though.
Giannis.
The West.
So just hear me out. So who would,
Go ahead.
hypothetically, who would Miami possibly get rid of?
If you're Suns, you're gonna ask for obviously just Bam.
Yeah, because you can't.
I don't-
Because you got Brad still there.
No,
I
you don't. You got that 7 foot. Where?
I want Bam.
You got where? Yeah, you got
But
where?
still, but
I don't want top.
One, they won't give up both. If they give up Bam, then he starts his ascension as the young big.
He'll
But
be you.
I think Phoenix won't wear though.
Because he like
Young fella,
he
young
like
7 footer.
Whiteside. He
nice.
giving a Hassan
Yes.
Whiteside feel.
You talking
So
about
what do you-
trading KD for where?
No, not just by himself.
Not just
Other
by
stuff
himself.
too. Not by himself, but that's the premier young player that you're trying to get.
So who else?
Phoenix is in front
So
total
what else?
rebuild. They want young
they
players
want
and
rebuild.
picks.
Y'all
They
gonna answer
don't
my
want no
question?
old cats like
Y'all gonna
that.
answer my question.
They don't have. I mean,
What? Who? Or what?
it's gonna be at the
So you want me
three-team
to rephrase
trade.
it?
Yeah.
Three-team trade.
What do the Miami Heat have over there that the Phoenix Suns will fucking want?
Do they got picked?
3-team.
Bam.
It's a combination
It's gonna be a
of things.
three-team
Hawkins.
trade.
It's gonna be a 3-team for sure. It's gonna be a 3-team trade. The maestro
Hawkins.
know how to maestro, bro. I'm
Hawkins is
telling
a
you.
good three middle
It's gonna be-
guy.
Because they don't have any assets like right. There's
Thank-
a
show some
little
respect.
rumor. There's a little rumor that goes around with Miami. We don't need these guys in free agent.
Yeah.
Because Spo and they know how to maximize this talent, and when we bring them
Player
over, we don't have the
development,
infrastructure
actually, really.
for those type of players.
And they sold on that.
So we
Whether it's right or wrong, they
so
100%
when we
sold
look at
on
when we
it.
looking at
I
the Miami
dig
Heat, ain't what we gonna get.
I dig
Right?
it.
Nah. Pat already said this team, the cats on this is not gonna be the team next year.
Yeah, I'm just saying when you get them, they're not gonna look the same way. Just
Well,
it's gonna be a down version.
They
of
got to
it.
do some work before they trade for Kevin Durant for me to say that this is a destination.
And do you want?
I'm just
Right,
saying
as-
the
as
best path to the chip is coming east, bro.
Yeah,
I
coming
hear
east.
you,
Just east,
yes,
period.
but as constructed, the
Nah, you're
Miami
right, as
team,
constructed,
as
it's not.
constructed, them trading for Kevin Durant, you got to get off some pieces that you're going to need in order
not doing
to
that.
try to win whatever you're trying to do. You're going to need some of the pieces as constructed right now. Moving forward, you make some moves, then you get Kevin Durant, then it's like, it may look different. Then I'd be like, yeah, motherfucker tough. They bad motherfucking team over there, right?
Well, I know they doing some stuff, so it ain't gonna just be that.
Norris,
I hear
question
you,
for you. You said that KD would be the second best player in the East if he came over to that side
automatically.
Giannis.
over Giannis.
Giannis is number
No,
one.
Giannis number one.
He said second.
Be clear.
Second,
That's what
Giannis.
he-
Giannis.
That's what he's saying.
And you guys agree with that?
Yeah.
We all knew that.
Okay.
When he said it,
When he said it, we didn't know.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't.
You wasn't arguing Giannis, was you?
Nah, I don't think.
No, that's not all.
Oh, okay.
I'm just asking.
Okay.
I
The
don't
rest
think
of the
he's
Eastern
second
Conference players.
I mean,
Miami
who?
got
Besides Giannis.
No.
Terry
You got a
Rozier.
potentially healthy Embiid. I mean, but
Duncan Robinson.
Oh shit.
Terry Rozier.
yo, I pray and I have hope.
You don't like the Bronx?
I'm giving
Who
up
would you
Terry
say is
Rozier.
over KD?
I'm saying if Embiid comes back and playing at the level
I mean, we
that
gotta see a guy that can play. He ain't been playing.
Embiid got my leg,
He
man.
ain't been
Donovan
playing.
Mitchell made first team All NBA.
Kevin Durant.
Wait, what did you say?
I don't care what he made. He's not better than
Right
Kevin
now.
Durant.
I didn't
Kevin
I don't
Durant,
give a
bro.
fuck What I didn't say he was.
Oh,
Kevin
Durant
Durant.
Giannis and
62
Kevin
games.
Durant. What are we
If he
talking
plays
about?
65
Hell
games,
no.
he making all NBA team.
100%.
I don't care what the fuck that you talking about, Josiah. Like, don't do that. Donovan Mitchell made first team.
You don't
He not
think Brunson's better than Kevin Durant?
But Donovan
Right
Mitchell
now?
didn't make
Yeah.
first team All
Yeah,
NBA.
That's what's up.
At 37,
Happy for him.
I
He's
think
not better than
I would
Kevin
take K. I
For
would
what
take
you-
Brunson over KD right now at this age. Yes.
You saying you would take them, but you don't think
Tatum,
they're better than him.
Tatum,
You think
yes.
they're better than Kevin Durant?
No.
Not
Tatum
when he was
hurt.
younger.
Not better than
37
Right now.
Yes, right
27,
now.
50, 40, 90 right now.
Right now. Right now.
He averaged 27 right now.
Right now.
Man, that
He
shit don't
averaged
mean
20.
nothing.
He averaged
Stop,
27
man.
before
Goddamn.
Achilles. He averaged
Everybody
27
can
after
score.
Achilles.
You
He
can
averaged
score
27
right now.
It's just a
But
walk.
you using, but
Everybody
you using. What he's saying is you using stats.
Yeah.
I'm not a
He's
stat
saying,
man. I'm
he's
saying
saying,
he's.
nothing, bruh.
he's saying age play a part. He's saying all this
I
other
could go
different.
score 20
Nah,
every fucking shot right now.
I'm just saying, when I watch him play basketball,
I'm losing by
Giannis is the
20.
only guy in the East that's better than him.
I'm losing by 20.
When I
but I
watch him
get
play
30.
basketball.
That's cool.
Better than Kevin Durant.
Efficient.
Man,
In the East.
shit don't mean nothing. It's meaningless basketball.
We have some Cavs fans in the arena. I'm just
In
pointing that
Phoenix,
out.
right?
Yeah.
You
But
think
right
Kane
now,
is
bro.
better than
Meaningless
Kevin Durant?
basketball.
Not Kevin Durant.
K right now, yes.
No.
Come on,
Hey,
bro.
yeah.
Like, what we watch?
What are we watching? Like, come on,
Because like
man,
you're
stop,
keeping
bro.
KD here is
Yeah,
making
we
it
keeping
hard for
young
the other
KD
guys
here.
to even
stop.
come up.
I'm not saying
You're not
that.
discrediting
I never
that's
said
what
nothing about
that's
nobody
the
else. I just said
conversation is you saying KD's second
If
in
he
the
comes to
East.
the East. If he
Boom.
comes to the East.
When all these
he's the
players,
second best player in the East if he
His
comes
team
there.
Good.
KD might be.
and you
10.
saying
They
like,
still them.
KD might
We're not
be what?
discrediting them.
KD
but
might
they're
be
still
top
Embiid
10.
is
But we're
still
not
there.
discrediting
In
them.
the East.
I never said nothing bad about
They're not
them.
dis- See,
They're
that's the
not,
thing.
they're not better than
He's
like Kevin. He's
Yeah.
third. He'll be third.
No.
Behind who?
That's your opinion.
But yeah, we all got an opinion. We all making opinions on the
You
conversation,
Yes.
right? So I'm thinking KD coming in, you still got other guys over there.
They still them.
He could be 3 or 4.
He could be. And
Gonna be number 2 right
Depends on
away.
list
Just
it
on
is.
joint.
Depends on list it is.
You believe he's number 2 in
That's
the
why-
East.
Jalen Brunson
If he comes
is
to the
over there.
Eastern
Jalen Brunson over there.
I believe Kevin Durant would be the second best player in
Brown,
the Eastern Conference.
Brunson, K.
It doesn't take anything away from Jason Tatum, Cade
Brunson,
Cunningham,
Mitchell.
Donovan
I got-
Mitchell, Jalen
them
Brunson,
over.
None of them.
and B, it don't take nothing
If
from
he-
none of them.
if he number
The
two,
chat is
they
saying-
should at least be in the
They
playoffs
still
in the
them.
West.
The chat is saying Tatum, ladies and gentlemen, Tatum is hurt, so we don't know what he's going to come back
Yeah,
with.
Tatum
Like,
is
we're
hurt.
talking about just
We're not saying
He
Tatum's
to
hurt
the
right
East.
now.
He should at least be
Started
in the
the season
playoffs
off.
in the West.
You line them up, give me easy money snipe.
Man, we've seen what it look like Team
It's
USA.
like you said,
Give me
you said
easy
Cade
money
Cunningham
snap, dog.
over
seen what it
Cade.
look like
I'm
Team
taking more than
USA.
just K. I'm taking Brunson.
Hey,
K,
game, medal
Brown,
game. Hey, man.
Still him.
Jalen Brown, okay.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell, first team All-NBA.
Pablo.
selected this year.
Take all of them.
So can I ask you a question? Have you seen any
Pablo
of them on the
Carroll.
team by themselves?
Yes. All of them when they think K by itself.
No, he's not. They built the team around him. The team is built around Cade
All right,
Cunningham.
so what is the team
So
built
have
around now
you
with
seen
KD?
them
Booker.
as superstars?
Come on, what is KD built?
built it for
Come on,
Booker.
all right. So
It's
where
built
did he
for
win?
Booker.
I'm not about to get into disrespecting KD because
Yeah,
he's around
yeah.
player.
Because this
But
is
right
where the
there-
conversation
built
goes.
around
We
Booker.
gotta dig.
No,
You gotta
yeah.
dig in. You be like,
Yeah.
then it's like
Right.
we digging at KD.
Yeah.
The point is clear. He's
Yeah.
making a clear
Don't make-
point.
man,
Like
don't
Cade
make
Cunningham
it.
right now
He is
is
like
the
that.
more valuable.
No, we didn't say
We
that.
never
See,
said
that's
that.
the word.
See, that's the
I'm saying-
I hate when they do that.
You want to use that word.
I said that. I said that in what I'm saying right now.
You said best
I'm saying that right now.
Oh, well,
So
that's
that's y'all being
that's a different conversation.
You're being triggered.
Hey, look,
You're being triggered. I can't even finish. I can't even finish what I'm saying. Why can't I change the word?
Because value becomes.
I'm talking about value. I'm talking about.
That's not what we talking about.
I ain't finished. I ain't even finished my statement.
That's what we talking, but we're not talking about value.
I haven't even finished my
But
statement.
we're not talking about value.
So I can't use the word value.
No.
Not when you say what I said.
At all. This word, I just gotta get rid of the word.
No, but you said it refers to what
I
I
ain't finished
said.
my fucking comment. I didn't even finish my sentence. And you gonna tell me what I was saying?
Go ahead, finish my bad.
You're trying to use. You're trying to change it for this
Change
conversation.
what? I didn't even finish. I said value, and you niggas went berserk.
No, because you trying to change the
Yeah,
conversation.
You see how triggered these niggas?
You trying to change it though.
Hey, let's go, Joe. Come on, man.
No, Sean, I want to hear what you got to say. I want to hear what you got to say.
Ain't that the same?
Hold on.
That's sick,
We're
crazy.
one at a time. One at a time. One at a time.
Hey, you got an opinion, right? This is an opinion, right?
You changed it when I said it.
We're talking about who's better
Niggas
right
get
now.
cooked. This is a big
baseball player?
Then
Right
I
now,
can't
that's the
say
conversation
value.
we're talking. He wants to change it to value. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. So if he changes the
That's the
value
same thing.
to try to prove a point
That we said.
that we're saying it's a different comment. Who's more valuable right now?
Ain't that the same team?
Kenyon is more valuable right now. That's not the conversation we're on.
Y'all saying he would win a championship.
No,
so we would have to have
We didn't
more
say that.
goals.
We
He didn't say that.
Josiah, correct him. Josiah, correct him,
They
please.
said
He
the
didn't say
role to it.
that. He just said, Norris said if he went to the Heat because the East is weaker than the West, that KD would be the second best player in the East.
Best player, not the most valuable. Cade is the most valuable of the
Hey,
It's a bunch of
so-
things.
so-
Brunson is
so
like-
let me ask you a
that's like I
question.
said.
Hey, let me ask you something
That's
real
another
deep.
conversation.
Real deep, right? Is something valuable?
Better.
Can something be better than something that's valuable?
If we're talking about in real time,
Like a
right now.
Bugatti.
Yeah.
Valuable.
Right now, into right now.
Valuable.
Yes, something can be
Does that
valuable.
mean,
and something can be
does
better.
that mean like can it be the best if it's like the most valuable? Is it the best?
We've had this talk.
It's context. No, it's not
What's
always
the
the best.
context? I just
Like,
said
I'll tell you
if
this.
it's the most valuable.
No.
It's
I'ma
not the
use
best.
your argument
No,
against
there's
you.
something better
No.
than what's the most valuable.
Yes.
Well, SGA most valuable player in the
So what's
NBA this
better than
season,
what's
you
the
would
most-
say
tell me
Joker's
what's
the best
better.
player.
Michael Jordan did not win most valuable player every year, and he was the best player in the league.
He should.
That's your
Shaq-
opinion.
No, it's no opinion.
Yes, it is.
That's
Yes, it
fact.
is.
No, it's not.
Let's
Because
ask
he didn't win,
ChatGPT.
nigga.
Let's ask.
How's it fact?
You did not listen to what I just said. He's not listening.
Say it again. Slowly.
I need to say it again.
Say it again
To
slowly.
respond.
Say it again
He's
slowly.
to respond.
No, say it again slowly because we're paying attention.
Michael Jordan was the best player in the league. 10 out of 13 years he was in the league, his first 13 years in the league. He didn't win MVP, 10 MVPs or 13 MVPs, but he was still the best player.
Is that your opinion?
It's
You're
fact.
smart.
It's
Norris,
fact. It's fact.
you're smart.
It's a
Is that your opinion?
It's a fact.
Okay.
It's a fact.
Let's ask ChatGPT.
It's a fact.
Hey, how about this?
Damn.
Treat it like a watch
Damn.
or a house or
Everything I say is fact.
or some unique car. In real time, it's worth something, right? In real time, the value of it goes up over time.
Or down.
Or down.
Up or down.
Right? So a wine, a Rolex, right? Right now, $20,000. It's not the best watch today. The value of the watch later on might be worth millions.
So what is KD's?
Cade value, age, his play, stop. His value
could
is
be
going to
worth-
be
yeah.
clearly
But
right now in today's work, today's
Kevin
value.
Durant.
Today. We're not talking about tomorrow.
talking
We're not
today.
talking about next
Yeah,
year.
I'm saying
Kevin Durant.
We're talking about the
He's not
better
better than
players
Kevin
today.
Durant.
Yeah.
Well, speaking
Not
of
better than
The most valuable
You
watch
should
in the
know that.
world.
You
The
a
most
Kobe fan. You
valuable
should know
watch
that.
in the world was better than the most valuable watch in the world.
watch I have on.
Right.
that is a
Most
nice
better
timepiece, Kenyon.
So
Yeah,
you
very
have on the most valuable watch in the world.
No.
So do you know what the most valuable watch in the world is?
But the one is
One
more
I like.
important.
I'm asking.
Yes.
I'm asking. Do you know what the most valuable watch in the world is?
Cool.
The one that
It
holds
is,
value to you.
Yes.
No,
That,
what is
yes.
what is it?
It is.
Okay.
That's the correct answer.
That's the correct answer.
What's the correct
No
answer?
strikes
What he
again.
just said.
The one that holds value to you
The
is
most value to you.
Just 'cause something costs
If you're
much
talking
don't
about
mean
a monetary value,
Yeah.
and if you put monetary on it, then
But
it is okay.
But as you
Whatever that
moving
watch
to go, I
is.
just said
no,
value.
whatever
I
it is,
just
whatever
said
the most
monetary.
expensive watch is, it is what it is. So what's your point?
It's considered the best.
Okay, cool. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
They all tell time.
so they do tell time.
You can Google the best watch in the world.
They all fucking.
The best watch in the world right
What are you
now,
talking about?
Rolex.
It's a Rolex, but it ain't the most expensive
The
watch.
most expensive.
It's not the most
is
expensive.
The most valuable is a $40 million watch that nobody looks like they'll wear.
So it's
Right.
value expense? Is that we putting a number beside the value?
The problem is you know exactly what we're talking about.
Right. And you trying to
he
play like you
I
don't
just
know.
want y'all to get into explaining what y'all talking about.
I'm a fan.
Stop
What-
using
what
surface
we were
words.
talking about-
Stop using
The
surface
best basketball
words.
player.
I want you to get into it. I don't believe you.
What we're getting into is
I don't fucking believe you.
saying
Get into
he is
explaining.
better
Convince me.
today.
Convince me.
Today, we don't need to.
Convince me.
Today, we say he's better today. He's
better
We're not
today.
talking about his value.
I don't agree.
I
Me and
don't
Nick
agree.
don't agree.
I don't agree.
Me and Nick do not agree.
That's okay.
Cool. So why
But don't
can't
change-
we
don't change-
disagree?
You
We
can't.
are.
You
You the one
can't.
who
You
keep
the one that
going.
keep saying value though.
You keep on.
You can
Because y'all can't give me nothing else. The most value is the best.
No.
Nah, when I watched
No,
him play,
it's not.
when I watched Kevin Durant
It's
play,
not.
him moving to the East, he's to be the second best player
speaking
from a
of-
basketball
He scored a
standpoint.
lot of points and they lose a lot of games.
Speaking of watching Kevin
There's a lot of
Durant
players
play,
like
All
that.
subjective, man.
Yeah.
If you get a camera, that motherfucker can be $100,000, and you can go ask a photographer that has one that costs $4,500.
He'll tell you.
He'll go tell that motherfucker that costs $4,500 is better than that motherfucker that costs. So,
6'4'5".
yeah.
would be
You know what I'm talking about?
the ideal one. But I got. So we're talking about
6'4'5".
6'4'5". We're asking, watching KD
Fucking
next
Francesca.
season. So we asked the chat what team is the best fit for Durant. 55% of the chat says the Spurs. 28% of the chat says the Rockets. Only 16% say the Heat. So let's talk about Spurs, Rockets. How would you like KD with
like
either of those squads? You talking about pairing a KD with Wemby?
The best, pure skill and talent today. Most valuable, impact and importance later.
So now, got
So
definitions.
I gotta believe AI now.
There's only one AI we believe.
This shit, bro.
Yeah.
I
Whenever you gotta
That's
go,
fine, yeah,
you're
I
going over,
understand.
man, we win.
I like KD with both
Hold the
spots.
trophy up, we go to the next topic, bro.
So how do you
not-
win
I
this
don't-
show
I don't just
opinion?
talk. I don't just
Yeah,
talk.
that's
How
how
do you
you
win
do.
with
You
the
can't
show?
It's
win
me and
an
him.
opinion.
Cool.
It's me and him. Y'all discuss y'all lost together. Me and this nigga high five, my nigga.
Who lost?
Shit.
Lost
They did- I swear
Y'all
they did
let
my
that shit-
back.
put that shit back.
Let me show you what a
Lost
win.
what?
Let me show you what a win. Let me show you
Put
what
that
a,
shit on the board.
let me show you what a win sounds like for
Lost
him.
what? Who lost what?
I said Kobe Bryant, and from the first 3 championship rings, was the sidekick. I called him Robin to Batman.
Which
right?
is true. Yeah.
You said that's true?
Yeah.
Okay. He disagreed. He said he's Batman to Superman
No.
or 1B.
No.
The fuck is 1B to 1A? Number 2, right?
Two, if so.
Who is Batman to Superman? Batman is just a dude that put on a suit, right?
sure.
Superman is what?
Him.
A whole alien.
He's a
Batman
different
movie
dude.
sell
He's
more.
a alien.
Batman movies sell more.
No, he's an alien. No, what I'm saying, he's an alien.
I'm just saying,
right?
Batman movie-
When he puts the cape on, when he puts the cape on, he's still an alien. He's still Superman.
They still ain't found Superman.
When Batman take his cape, he's a regular nigga. Both ways.
Now I'm not gonna go that far and call Kobe no regular dude.
No, what I'm saying, no. What I'm saying is,
Bruce Wayne was never no fucking
He was never regular. He was never regular. I can't.
fucking the whole cave.
Yeah.
That's my playhouse.
Nah, but he's
what I'm
different though.
saying is-
Shaq is different though.
What I'm saying is, Superman to
Kobe's different.
Batman,
Kobe's different.
Not
Superman to Batman, Batman to Robin.
No.
What did Shaq call him?
Shaq said,
Batman.
hey, it's
Shaq was-
Superman and Batman.
Shaq was very respectful, especially after
he was
passed.
being
very-
respectful.
very-
So we're going to
You know
ask
what-
Shaq.
no, I'm
you know
just
we
saying-
can get
No,
access to
You
Shaq.
know when people die,
I get
people
it.
kind
You
of
know,
get
I get it.
extra sentimental. Like,
Now I get it.
So it's tough to even kind of
He
talk
called
about
him
it. But
Batman
Damn, y'all
after the
gonna tell
third
Shaq
championship.
what he
now,
had to say.
what is Batman and Superman? Who is Superman and Batman?
Man.
Who is one and who's two?
Superman's over Batman. Everybody know that. Everybody knows
Is it?
that. Yeah. What?
What movie have you
What's
seen
the
Superman?
Justice League? Do you know what the Justice League is?
We're talking about basketball.
Man, I'm about to
I'm
say
just
we ain't gonna. We're not gonna go there.
listen,
In real time, we know that it was Shaq though. In real time, we know it was
you
Shaq.
played Shaq.
Hey,
Hold on,
I
you
played
played
on the team with both of them. Against both of them.
during that same time, right?
The
Yeah,
time that we speak of.
Who's option one? Who's option two?
Oh,
it's clear.
Okay.
Man, it was very clear.
The whole world knew it was clear.
Shaq should've
Yeah.
won.
You was in middle school. Nigga, you was in middle school. You was in middle school.
Yeah,
We there in real
That mean
time.
Nick, no.
He should have won
Middle
without
school
him.
and middle school.
We're there in real
Middle
time.
school.
Should have won without him.
Middle
Shit.
school. Middle
What?
school.
He should have won without
Still
him.
junior high school at that point.
He did. He left a year later and won it with D-Wade.
So
In Lakers
They was
uniform.
together. They came in
Together.
together.
Nick,
Yeah,
One got
Nick,
traded and
Nick,
the other one got drafted that year.
are you gonna box out? Are you gonna box out? 'Cause
God
that's
damn, these men. He like
We
Jordan.
got Orlando. We got
There's
Shaq.
no
We got
game
Shaq,
plan that we
and then
came
we
up with
traded
to
for
don't
no
Kobe
game
Bryant.
plan you can
Hey,
get for Kobe.
hey, Josiah, can we clip it so these two
These
niggas
are-
agree?
this is
These
not-
two niggas agree
This can
that
be clipped.
Kobe Bean Bryant
Yeah,
option
please.
two.
was a sidekick.
To Shaquille O'Neal, the first 3 rings.
And Shaquille O'Neal has said on multiple occasions, Kobe Bryant was never a sidekick to me.
He averaged
When did
16
he
points
say
a
it?
game in the first finals.
When did he say?
Cold.
When did he say? it?
That first finals, he's.
Oh man.
When did he say?
What his
When did
average
he
He
say?
said it on
Did he say it when he was
podcast.
playing?
He said it on
Did he
podcast.
say it when he was playing
I don't care.
basketball?
I know he
What
said
he
it.
averaged.
He said it.
That,
It's on
yeah,
record.
you know that first one.
Did he
He was
said-
never a fucking sidekick.
Sidekick.
I
No,
get
he
it,
was
man.
not. Now, a 19-year-old is not a sidekick. A 20-year-old is not a sidekick to Shaquille O'Neal, who's the MVP. The whole league was a sidekick to this nigga. Like, I don't know
sure.
what you talking about, man.
We know what we're talking about.
Oh,
We
It was
talking
Shaquille
about
O'Neal.
him.
We was all his
We're
sons.
talking about
He
him.
was the sidekick.
We was all his
Hey,
sons.
Kobe has a whole interview where he said he
The
knew
first
people
3
like
years.
y'all
We're not
was
talking
gonna
about-
show
we're
up
not talking
and
about-
say,
we're talking about the
man,
first
I
years
can't. It ain't good enough for me to just win 3 because I'm playing in the shadow of him, and he know because he got to practice against me
Yeah.
every day. He know I ain't no motherfucking sidekick. Ask him. He know.
ass
But
out
I'm
here.
show
Yeah,
y'all.
2000
But you know what?
and
I'm
beyond.
here. Man,
2002 and 3.
2002 and beyond.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
but he got there in
You can
96
tell when
though.
niggas don't like Kobe though.
But you know he got
You
there
can
in
tell when
96.
niggas don't like
You know he
Kobe.
got there in
And you can
96.
tell when niggas
He didn't
like
get there in
Kobe.
2002.
It's Kobe
Yeah.
Bean, 24/7, 365.
Bro, you know he got there in
Y'all niggas
96.
gonna sweat when y'all see me because it's Kobe all
Yeah.
day.
But he got
We
there in
just agree
96.
with
It's
Mando.
never gonna
You know
get
that.
enough.
Mando, whole
It's
body
never gonna
on it.
be enough.
You know what the funny
It's
part is?
never gonna be enough because he can't fight for himself. And I promise you, we wouldn't be having these conversations, bro.
The conversation was already had
these
way before he was in the
I'm about to
league.
say the conversation
It's
happened
too
way before he was.
comfortable.
Yes, of course.
It's like niggas don't
Jesus
can't
Christ,
stand for themselves. Because if somebody talking so crazy about somebody's game and they
Nobody said
hey, bro,
nothing
what's
crazy.
up? What you talking about, bro? What you mean?
What's crazy about it? In real time, that's what it was.
Speak on that.
What's crazy? In real time, that's what it was.
It was
And he wasn't there in real
Was-
I'm about to say
time.
in real time it was
He
Shaq.
played against him.
In real
was-
time, it was
Who was
Shaq.
option one?
Shaq was the bigger star. Shaq was bigger everywhere.
When did
What are
you
you
get into
talking
the
about?
league? When did you get into the league? Who did you play
Y'all
in
are
the championship?
Who bugging?
You're bugging,
No,
man.
I played against him.
You played, right?
But who was the bigger
I
star?
played against him.
Shaq was the
I
biggest.
played against him.
Big stage.
Shaq was the
There
we
was
was
footage
there
of
in real
Kobe
time.
being doubled and triple teamed
Never.
When?
in the playoffs.
No, what year?
When?
Win.
2000, 2001, 2002.
No.
Do you want me to bring the footage up?
I will bring floor.
You want me to bring the footage up?
What Shaquille O'Neal?
All them easy baskets that Shaq was getting. Boom, boom, boom.
driving
You're talking about
basketball.
2002,
was
3
driving
on.
basketball.
You're talking about the 3rd year when he was the number 1
I'm
option.
not, you don't know
And
what I'm
we're
talking about. You don't know what I'm talking about. 'Cause
Motherfucker, I was
I
there.
haven't given you
What are you talking
context of what
about?
I'm talking about.
You're talking about
There's
when
footage.
Shaq-
I didn't have to be
Hold
there.
on, man.
There's
Show.
footage.
Huh? You
There's
didn't-
footage. You didn't have to be there. You can
I
go
was
watch
there.
it.
Yeah,
But you can watch it.
But I was there.
Regardless of you there or
But I
not,
was there.
I can play the
I was
footage
there.
and
Like,
say, look, and say, look, that's a
I was
double
there.
team.
You
I can
was
say,
there.
look, y'all are double teaming
What
Kobe
year?
right
What
here.
year?
I can say, look, and this
Who double teamed
footage,
Kobe?
y'all were doubling him.
Who double
I'm about to pull it up right now.
In the
I'm about to
2000
pull it up.
finals,
Who?
In the 2000 finals,
Not
Kobe
when
Bryant
we
averaged 15.6 points a game.
Not when Sacramento played them.
Not when I played him.
Not when Portland played them. I
can't believe y'all going against this and
Because
forcing
you're
this to
talking
be a
about
conversation.
2003 on.
About Kobe
You're talking about 2003 on.
I can't believe y'all are forcing this conversation about
I'm talking about the 96.
I was there.
The 2001
He averaged 15 points a game in the first championship. The first title, he averaged 15 a game. Is that not the side?
We just talking
Is that
about
not the side?
we're having this conversation because
No, I'm just saying, if he averaged 15 points a game in the finals, what is that?
We're having this
He averaged
conversation.
15 points a game. No, he didn't. Steph never averaged that at least. No, he
Let me ask
didn't.
him a question.
This weird, man.
Gil, ask your question.
First championship,
That was 15.
you're saying that he was Batman in the first championship, the 19-year-old.
He can't think. Come on, Scottie, you smarter than that. Come on, man.
19, bro.
Okay, we can move.
You can read.
You got to do
What
something.
did that? You read? What that say?
not talking about-
That say 15 points a game in the finals. So you want to argue that?
I got basketball.
Can we bring swaggy basketball shorts?
Pants or
Like
something,
listen,
You got to close. We're not finna sit there and do this.
I had the full conversation.
Hold on. We're not finna do this, though.
I got
You said something before.
I got
Nick,
shorts on.
we
Let's
got
keep the talking. Let's
We
talk
trying
about
to,
the
but you.
I know you distracted you talking about Shaq dunking on your ass. You get fast, man. Let's just keep this shit back to Kobe. Come on.
Let's keep this thing moving.
Damn what this dude want to talk about. I was there.
Let's
So
keep.
he want to look at some footage versus nigga that was
Now,
there in
the
real
footage
time.
the footage you're gonna look for is 2003 moving on.
Listen,
I know what footage you're gonna look for.
Listen,
So you
the
talking about one
championship game
No, I
on
said
the
the first
when they
three
beat us
championships. I
4
said the first
nothing.
three championships.
When we got swept, we played the Lakers in the championship.
Yeah.
4 games in a row.
Yeah.
There was no game plan that included us double teaming Kobe Bryant.
But you
There
couldn't
was
go,
no-
you couldn't go
there
to
was-
Kobe or you
I
couldn't
can,
go to
I can
Shaq.
have, Kobe
It
was
was
young.
Go look what
Yeah.
Shaq averaged in the finals against us.
I can call Bonzi
How
Wells right
much
now.
harder
Bonzi Wells, there was no double on Shaq. I called
motherfucker
Mike
averaged
Bibby. There was
36,
no
man.
double on him yet.
Yo, Nick.
When he turned it, that 2002,
That
2003,
that's when he. Yes.
when he did what he did against the Spurs and they won a championship, that right there is what turned him into the new guy. And that's when the NBA stepped in and said, yeah, we're going to play a zone. We're going to do a zone.
refuse to
And
go
that's when
to
the
my
zone
phone.
came in.
Yeah,
I'm not going to do
this
that
is-
tonight.
No, use
Not
it.
gonna do that.
Use it.
Crazy.
Nick, that man averaged
I want to
36
see.
against us.
I want to see the footage.
That's crazy.
I
Well,
thought you was a
you guys
fan.
look
I
at
wanna
footage
see
of
the
old
footage.
finals. Let's talk about current
rest in
finals
peace,
going on.
Bane.
I know who he turned
Rest in
into.
peace
I know
to
when
Bane,
he
bro.
turned into.
So this is the thing, right?
Kyrie-
I'm not delusional.
So, but
Kyrie
this is the
sidekick
thing.
to LeBron.
So just because we say
Absolutely.
this
He
man
averaged-
was him,
He was him.
we're not saying Kobe Bryant wasn't the fucking next best thing to him, right? We're not saying that.
Kobe
That's
is
what
him.
That's
Kobe
what
is
Stan
him.
Robin is.
Still
Robin
him,
is saying,
right?
you help me when I need
Still
help.
him,
He's still
but
him.
this dude, Shaquille O'Neal, was a fucking different animal during that run.
100%. There's no denying that though. Like,
Most dominant ever. Like, has anybody ever challenged when he said it?
So
No.
that's my thing. Like
So
being
if
that
Shaq
motherfucker
is
in real time,
Superman,
man.
it's diminishing Shaq for calling Kobe Batman.
No. No.
Not at
But
all.
why he
He
keep
got the
calling him
most
Robin?
dominant player traded.
Because I'm not saying Superman to Robin. I said Batman to Robin. Batman to Robin.
yeah, you.
They
said
changed it
Superman.
Superman to Batman. 1, 2. Don't matter how you do it.
Right.
All right, well, let's keep this moving.
1
Talk
A,
about-
1 B.
talk about-
Motherfucker, this B. B.
He's not Robin.
B.
There
to
ain't
Batman.
no Robin.
To Batman.
That's all you trying to say. You don't want to. Hey,
It's the Batman.
you arguing semantics. I ain't arguing semantics.
Ain't no
Kobe,
semantics.
no, but
It's
Shaq,
the-
Ain't
him,
no semantics.
You
arguing
arguing
semantics.
Ain't
How
no
you want-
semantics.
Hey,
Robin is a sidekick.
To Batman.
Batman and Superman are the main guys. 2 guys are main. You niggas got it fucked up.
No,
No.
Robin
Not
is
when
a
they're together.
sidekick,
No,
bro.
Not when they were winning.
No.
Hey,
Robin is
no,
the side.
no.
Bezos and Elon, when they're in the same room, one nigga's poor. In their own world, when they away from each other, they both the number 1 option. When they together, one is a backseat. No matter how you like it.
And that's just what it
one
is.
is Robin to Batman.
That's what it is.
One can do more shit than the other.
One could call the other broke boy.
All I'm saying is, you go in
That's
the
a
room,
right.
that's
You're right.
that's
You're right.
a B. I can tell you that
Hey.
for sure.
Now let's shift over to the current NBA Finals going on. So Pacers rally back in Game 3, outscoring the Thunder 32-18 in the fourth quarter to take a 2-1 series lead. Hallie stuffed the stat sheet with a near triple-double. Siakam had his best game in the finals, 21 points. Ben Mathurin, one of the best scoring performances off the bench in finals history. Indy improved to 5-0 this postseason in games following a loss. So entering Game 4, Thunder were 17-2 in games following a loss, 5-0 in the playoffs, but just 4-4 on the road. But with their season on the line, SGA put the team on his back with a heroic fourth quarter to even the series. Let's take a look at the highlights if we can, please. Paolo.
Like I said,
So Thunder moved Isaiah Hartenstein back in the starting lineup for the first time in this series, opting to go back to the double bigs. But it had little impact early on as the Pacers raced out to an 8-point lead with Pascal Siakam leading the way with 10 points and 4 steals in the first frame. But Thunder responded. Jalen Williams scoring 12 points. Caruso coming off the bench with 7 points after knocking down his first 3 shots. Indiana shot 55% from the field, 50 from 3, and 90 from the line, only led by 1 point after the first 12 minutes of action. Their first lead after the opening quarter in the series. So TJ McConnell was solid again in the first half, all 8 of his points in the first 2 quarters. Thunder rallied back in the second frame with SGA scoring 8 points on 4-6 shooting in the period. Thunder led by as much as 6 late in the quarter, but the Pacers went on a 15-6 run to end the quarter to take a 3-point lead into the break. With Hallie getting this. Ooh. Nice one right there. And then ending the half off with this and one.
He was out there mugging.
So they said his daddy come back to the game. His daddy could sit back courtside. Did his ball head give him away? Game was back and forth early in the third quarter with the Pacers holding on to a slim lead, but Obi Toppin provided a spark off the bench, knocking out back-to-back threes to help Indiana open up an 8-point lead. Toppin scored 8 of his 17 points in the period. Pacers led by as much as 10 points in the third quarter, their largest lead of the series, but OKC stayed within striking distance, trailing by 7, entering the final frame. Indiana's offense went cold in the fourth quarter, Tyrese Halliburton being the only Pacer to make more than 1 shot in the final frame. Hallie scored 8 of his 14 points in the fourth, also had 7 assists but 5 turnovers. Siakam led the Pacers with 20 points along with 8 rebounds and 5 assists and 5 steals, scoreless in the fourth quarter. And with under, you see it, J-Dub. With under 5 minutes remaining in the game and the Thunder trailing by 2, SGA went ahead and took over the game, scoring all 15 of his fourth quarter points in the final 5 minutes and 15 of the Thunder's last 16 points to end the game, including 11 points in the final 3 minutes. Thunder were just 3 for 17 from beyond the arc in the game, but Shea hit the most important 3 of the game, which we will see in just a moment. After Hallie made it a 4-point game, Shea came back down.
What are you helping?
Hit the 3. They were 3 of 17 in the game.
Like, that's just dumb.
So MVP finished with 35 points on 12 of 24 shooting, knocked down all 10 of his free throws, going 8 for 8 from the line in the fourth quarter. SGA didn't have any assists for the first time this season. Jalen Williams added 27.7 boards. J-Dub had consecutive 25-point games for the first time in his playoff career. Alex Caruso became the first player with 20 points and 5 steals off the bench in the finals since 1974. Chet Holmgren 15 and 14. He was dealing with an ankle injury. Thunder outscored the Pacers 31-17 in the fourth quarter. Indiana was 5 for 18 from the field, 0 for 8 from 3 in the final frame. Thunder ended the game on a 12-1 run to even the series, heading back to OKC for Game 5. 4th double-digit comeback this postseason. First road win in the finals of franchise history. After the game, SGA had this to say about his dominant fourth quarter.
I just tried to be aggressive. Like you said, I knew what it would have looked like if we lost tonight, and I didn't want to go out not swinging. I didn't want to go out not doing everything I could do in my power and my control to try to win the game. The guys deserve that much from me. The coaching staff deserve that much from me, and I just tried to be aggressive, but also just let the game come to me, not try to force anything too crazy, and I guess it paid off.
Like I said, SGA 15 of his 35 points, final 5 minutes of the fourth quarter.
Everything.
Kobe right there.
So how impressive was SGA's clutch performance in the Thunder's Game 4 win? Y'all calling him Little Kobe, so.
Mannerism,
like a
speaking.
star.
Yes, right.
Sound like a
Mannerism,
star,
speaking,
bro.
Speaking
That's
pattern,
a
everything.
superstar right there.
Is that a superstar?
That's what Lou said the other day.
Emerged.
What?
That's what Lou Will said the other day.
He just like you said, you go down 3-1,
It's totally different.
history has its own, numbers on something like that. So,
For some.
go out there fighting, to make sure you give yourself and your team a chance to win was what they went out there and did and, pulled out the win.
So Norris, watching SGA final 5 minutes take over the game.
It's like a defining moment. Every superstar, they have those moments in the playoffs or in the finals. And that was one of his defining moments right there. Like he took over. It was a game where statistically they should have lost. They made like 3 threes for the game. They only had 10 assists as a team.
Yep, more turnovers than assists.
But he's him. Man. He just took the ball the last 3 minutes and was like, I'm not letting us lose. And that's a defining moment for him as he emerges into superstardom.
All right, let's shift over to this side. Kenyon, watching that game, seeing SGA dominant in the clutch. How impressed were you with his performance in the Thunder's Game 4 win?
Oh, very. Like he stated, he knew what it looked like if they lost that game. And him being who he is for his team, being MVP, his words, his team deserved that from him, that kind of an effort. He just showed that he is one of the best right now player in the NBA as far as MVP votes and stuff like that, man. He did what he's supposed to, man. It's poetry in motion. Like it's good basketball. It's not forced. It's very meaningful approach to winning. So, I'm saying Game 4 showed a lot. I'm saying because like you said, going down 3-1, man, it's uphill battle.
Do you think the best and the most valuable player in the league right
Well, he's showing it right now. I'm saying in those moments. I'm saying these moments, yes. Right now, he's still in it. Still in it. You know what I'm saying? Still in it, still doing what he needs to put his team in a position to win the NBA championship. So I guess the MVP means something to him. So he's trying to show people. So.
Sonny, what did SGA show you? Fourth quarter, team on the verge of going down 3-1, down 10 near the end of the third quarter, able to bounce back. I think down 7 and 8 at one point in the fourth quarter. Put the team on his back to get the win.
Must win, you know. I think he answered the question of whether or not he can do it. You know, put the team on his back and will them to victory, both sides of the ball. I think he played solid. He didn't look tired, which is a plus for him down the stretch this time. I think Detonates got a better feel of when to sub him in and give him that time that he needs to finish the games, especially the way that the Pacers are pushing him. That pace is important because if you don't learn from the New York series, you see how they push Brunson to exhaustion and then down the stretch they couldn't deliver. So I think that he's taking advantage of that. They needed that big-time win. Now they go back to OKC, they got a chance.
So, Shai, you talk about that. The Thunder made an adjustment in Game 4 with Jalen Williams bringing up the ball for the bulk of the game, initiating the offense. So did you like Thunder moving Shai off the ball, letting Jalen Williams handle the rock more to help preserve some of his energy for late in the game? Once it got to winning time.
It was the biggest thing that we talked about. We talked about it with the New York series.
They couldn't.
Trying to do that with Brunson. They didn't do it. And then you look at how effective it became once they figured out what they were doing. They were doing the same thing. Get the ball. I don't understand how any coach can see a team full court press and not have a solution for it. Boom, boom, boom. Nobody should even take a dribble. I don't understand it, but here we are. Now you look at Jalen Williams bringing the ball up. He can be aggressive because his guy doesn't want to pressure like that. He don't have a Neesmith or a Neem Hart guarding him, so he can actually.
But then he bringing the ball up and you pressing him like he's Shade at the time, like and he driving right by you, getting to the basket. I'm like,
that's
man,
smart
back
for
up. Like, so I guess they don't know it's his. I guess he did it, and they asked him about him handling the ball. So I guess he used to play the point.
Yeah.
I guess he grew up playing the point.
Had a
He
growth
got
spurt
that
after
one
high
leg.
school.
He got the one legger
Left
that
or
gets
right?
you,
The behind
right
the back,
to it.
the behind the back, same hand, same leg
Yep.
finish was nice.
Yep.
Yeah, so he said he grew up playing the point, so he didn't play the wing until he got to college. So now he's comfortable being in that role. So that's what your number 2 is supposed to be able to do for you, right?
Right. And he's
take
all-star.
some of that pressure off, take some of the like that when things need to be adjusted. You got that to lean on.
Yeah,
So
it's a team. It kind of reminded me when I was on the Special Force show, and I was in that hole, and I could have quit, but my team dragged me out of it. And it all comes in the full circle, you know. It takes guts, man. When you're back against the wall, and the dirt, and you got bombs and shit going on.
Backs against the wall in the dirt. You had actual bombs.
Crawling through this mud, and I didn't want to jump off that plane. Who would have thought I'd jump out of a helicopter and shit?
Not me.
But my team was right there. Reminds me of Jalen Williams. I was like, grabbed me and said, let's go. And the nigga just threw me out the plane. It was either shit die or fly.
Die or fly.
Bars. That's how you feeling today? Oh, that skirt, that's that skirt style, bro.
It's
Got
a
you
boomer,
spitting
it's a
bars.
boomer.
But Swaggy, cross your legs. We appreciate that. Everybody on this side of the couch and the rest of our crew.
Shorts on. I got basketball shorts
We'll
on.
take your word for it, sir.
I got
take your word for
basketball
it.
shorts on.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo.
So, Gil, how did you feel about Thunder moving Shea off the ball, letting Jalen Williams bring it up? It ended up working out, but
No, it
for a
seemed
good
like,
bulk
it
of the
seemed
game.
like they was conserving his energy for the end of the game. I think game 3, it looked like he was pushing, fatiguing at the end. Indiana did a great job of making sure that they pressured him. You know, if you're gonna bring the ball up, you know, you're gonna have to go 94, both sides. So it just seems like they adjusted very well. I mean, Rick Carlisle himself is a better in-game coach, right? If he had the same amount of talent, this would be over. You know, for OKC, but because OKC talent is just a lot better, they're getting away with a lot of things.
You feel like the Thunder
Yes.
is far and away better than
I mean, if you look at game by game, the talent, the OKC is just flat out more talented than them. Just moments got away from OKC is playing. Pacers is playing a better basketball game, up and down. They're playing better basketball game. Just OKC is just naturally just more talented than them. One is coaching a lot better in game. But they adjusted very well by putting Jalen at the point, giving him some room to relax a little bit offensively so he can take over the last 5 minutes. And you can see now he's playing both his bigs to secure rebounds and throw, lobs here and there. So, the fact that he's playing bigger, at the end is key too.
That's how he offset them threes, offensive rebounds.
Better,
They can't run when you get offensive rebounds.
Better, but I don't think it.
Up and
Just because
down.
you could dribble and
up and down 1 through 5.
I don't know.
No, up and down 1 through 5, like roster wise.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Nah. Come on, bro.
1 through 10.
Are y'all really looking at the roster?
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Well, if they
Jalen
equal, then why did one
Williams,
team win 68 and the other
Chet
team won?
Jalen Williams,
barely
SGA.
won?
There was one team that was the 4th seed in the East.
It was 82 games.
Yeah, I'm about to say it was 82
For the
games
last
that we
2
watched
years.
for the last 2
OKC
years.
backup bigs better
Some
than
people do wait till the
Chet,
playoffs.
Jalen Williams, SGA.
and they backup bigs better.
OKC's backup
OKC
big.
backup bigs are better than
Obi Toppin,
Nah,
More
he's better
talent.
than Obi.
way more talent. Mathurin, way more talent.
Man,
Way more talent.
Why?
That's 2 players.
So have for
That's
2
5
years
to 3.
OKC been the top
5
team in
to
the
3.
East, or I
5
mean in the
to 3
West, or
who's
what?
and they've been
Indiana.
losing too. They ain't won.
Because you
So
got
that first five don't match up.
Halliburton.
That first five
better
don't
than
match
Shea.
up.
What you mean?
The first
Halliburton's
five
not
don't
better
match
than
up.
Shea.
No, I'm not saying they're better. We're not
So the
talking
first
about
five
better.
don't match up.
We're talking about
So you gotta move
talent. You're saying that
Mathurin
OKC is
and-
more talented.
Yeah, so you
than
got to move
Indiana.
Mathurin and Toppin into your top 5. And move a
No,
couple
we just
guys
line
out.
up talent. We
Nembhard
line
is-
up talent with SGA,
Yes, and-
Halliburton.
So SGA wins that.
Right. So,
So next.
Uh-huh.
Let's go.
Why do we win though? Why do SGA win that?
MVP. Short shooting guard.
Man,
For sure.
stop.
Who's
I
the
don't
shooting
believe
guard?
that.
No.
I don't believe SGA is
No.
better like that.
No.
You don't
Not
think he's
you
better
said like that. It don't matter if it's like that.
It depends on what
If
you
it's
want.
1 point or
Chet
2
is more
points.
talented.
No,
than
if
Miles.
I-
Better.
Heidenberg's a better point guard. He's
better.
a better
I'll give
scorer. It depends on
One
what
at
you
a time,
want.
one at a time, gang, one at a time.
You got Jalen Williams.
That's 3-0.
Jalen Williams with, let's say, Mathurin.
No, it's not with Mathurin. It's across the board.
3-0.
Okay, then y'all go ahead.
No, I mean, you have to
I'm gonna mix them up.
So we learned
What the fuck is using my list? I can't say.
So we learned. So me and him said. So we said
SGA.
SGA,
Line up the
Tyrese Halliburton,
SGA.
SGA.
Heidenberg.
We went
I'm going
Chet,
Halliburton.
Miles Turner second. I said
Chet.
Chet is more talented than Miles Turner. He fought it at first, then he said yes. Then he's
Jalen
number
Williams,
3,
Siakam.
Jalen Williams or Benjamin
Siakam.
Mathurin.
Siakam.
Oh, say Siakam.
Siakam?
Siakam. And I'm going to say Siakam.
Wash.
Okay, you go. I think that's a wash.
Wash.
I would say Jalen Williams is outperforming Siakam in
I
this
just
final.
gave you that on the strength. On the strength.
Talent?
Because it's the years and
But
everything.
talent?
Miles still doing it?
5 man.
He's still, you talking about this? He's still doing it?
Let's come back to that one.
5
But
man.
you gonna give it all
No, let's come back.
Siakam and Jalen?
But you're going to put Siakam over Jalen Williams.
All right.
Let's put it. Hey,
No,
why?
I was just, look, this is what I was doing. I was doing Chet, Siakam, and Halliburton match up with those three.
I got you.
And then you offset the other ones. Caruso, all the other ones match up with Neimark, Mathurin, and Neesmith. Who matching up with them? Dort, Wiggins, and Joe?
Isaiah Joe is a better
Them
shooter
three.
than all of them.
But then you got old boy
And the other one, too.
with the
The
mustache
other
is
one
a better
can shoot,
shooter than them.
Shepard.
Shepard is a better shooter than them. He's a
Ron
better
from
shooter than
different
them.
world.
I line him up with Isaiah Joe any day.
I'm picking Shepard over him.
I'm going Isaiah
Because
Joe.
I'm a shooter, just as a shooter, I see it.
I
But
like Isaiah Joe.
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying it ain't far off. It ain't far off.
The big
It's
kid
So why
that
they
come off
not
record?
far
So
off.
why they
the
record is
big
far off?
light-skinned kid that come off the
What you
bench
mean?
to
'Cause they
shooter
was
number
the
6
East and
for
West.
OKC.
They
Was
still
it
gotta play.
It's the East and West.
Him, the big kid number 6 that come off the bench the shooter for
Wallace.
OKC.
But then we got old boy. We got old boy.
The guy with the
We got old boy.
Jalen Williams, he's not
We
playing.
got
He's not playing right
who's
now.
our guy?
Kenyon.
No.
Kenyon Wood.
Is it Wiggins?
Indiana.
Talking about Wiggins.
Indiana big. Indiana big. What's the Indiana big to shoot threes? Thomas Bryant can shoot. He shoot threes. He matched up with
Did not play in game
Hartenstein.
4.
Him and Hartenstein watch.
No,
What's the
Hartenstein.
starting 5?
Him and
What's the starting
Hartenstein.
5?
What? Thomas Bryant, Hartenstein watch, bro.
Yes.
What you talking about?
Deficit of the 2 starting 5s.
Scoring?
It's OKC
Toppin.
up how much?
Point differential?
Yes.
Let me add it up.
In the first and third quarter. What is this? It's a massacre.
But it's 2-2, so.
No, I'm just
Cleveland
saying.
is not playing, bro. You need to relax over there, okay? Okay?
Massacre.
All
They're
right?
not in this conversation.
All right, bro? You got to pipe
it
down
was-
a little bit.
But again,
okay?
it was a smart idea.
These niggas be out there chatting this Cleveland shit.
Thunder starters somewhere around plus
Talking all
16
kinda
over
loud
the
and shit.
Pacer starters around about for the game.
But how is Siakam?
No, for that game.
Yeah, for game
No, I'm talking about
Jalen
the whole thing.
Can we talk about
It's
talent,
like about
right?
40, 50.
So we're
for the
saying
playoffs against them, it's about
roster is
40,
more
50.
talent than top to bottom. That OKC's roster more talent than Indiana.
68 wins. It's I mean,
But so we look.
You
so,
don't-
So who's more told? Jalen Williams and Pascal Siakam.
all NBA, all star.
No, I'm just talking about them as players.
But in this series, or
But just
in
them as
general?
players, period.
Okay.
No, not in this series, just them as players, period.
Worst case scenario, wash. Worst case. I don't mind washing
Who's
it.
better?
That's
Who
the
has more
three I've
value?
been talking about. Siakam, Holly, Miles Turner.
They get washed out by the other 3.
They getting washed out.
So everybody else
Them
on the
three
roster,
versus them three?
so the everybody else on the roster, don't it balance out?
Do you know they got 2
Why not?
NBA
Not
players?
talking about-
I said everybody else on the roster. Outside of them top three.
Jalen Brown
Those
wasn't
are
the all
6 players
NBA
gone.
player last year. So you gonna say Jalen Williams is better than him?
Hey, we got one at a time, fellas.
No, he didn't. Damn.
He did play 65 games last year.
Okay.
Who did?
That's why he was mad,
This
right?
year. No.
So
Who?
why didn't he make the All-Star? I mean, All NBA.
Who? Jalen Brown?
Jalen Brown
He
last year.
didn't play this year. I don't think he was
I'm
eligible.
talking about last
qualified.
year.
We're talking about this year. He didn't make it this year.
Last year he played.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
65. Yes.
Last year.
He made
We're
it.
talking about
It's
this
a
year. He
big
didn't
deal.
play
He's talking
65
about
or he would
I
have
was
made
talking
it.
about last year, though.
Oh.
Let's talk a little about Jalen Williams, if we can. So after being held under 20 points the first 2 games of the finals, Williams back-to-back 25-point games for the first time in his playoff career, averaging 22, 6, 4 assists this series. So he talked to ESPN's Tim McMahon, said Jalen Williams said he feels like a new age Scottie Pippen with the ways he can impact the game on both sides of the ball. So it's a question for y'all. With SGA and Jalen Williams, are we looking at a new age, new era version of MGA and Scottie?
Let's win some chips first before.
Where is
we-
this question?
Let's win. Let's
Whoa,
finish
whoa,
the-
whoa.
They gotta win some chips.
Whoa. The 90, before that shit, Scottie Pippen was impacting. That's where he's at. Right now, he feel he's the, before they won the championship, Scottie Pippen.
If you look at their trajectory at the age,
At that age and that same time frame,
at the age is
defense, offense.
valid conversation to have.
I don't throw
like the
names out like
mindset.
that. I like the mindset.
I like the mindset.
I'm not saying that they're Scottie and MJ.
No, what I'm saying is I like the
of course not.
mindset that he understands who he is and
his
what
role.
he's willing to, he understands his role. So that means moving forward, there will never be no clash. He understands who he is to him, just like Scottie Pippen knew who he was to MJ.
Especially if they go win this championship, it's going to be even more.
He's saying, I'm the Scottie Pippen to Michael Jordan. He's establishing who he is, what he wants to
For
be.
this team.
For this team.
For this team.
But if SGA leaves and goes and plays baseball for
Then he's going to be Scottie Pippen, number one option.
Just make it this thing. All right.
And then they're going to go get Tony Kukoc.
I was watching Last Dance all weekend.
I'm just saying, I mean, this mindset. Like as much
I go back in the game.
He's shown a little bit of immature basketball play and excellent basketball play, and that's what this series is he's learning in real time, making mistakes in real time, adjusting. Right, first 2 games not so well. These last 2 games, excellent.
It happens in your finals, man.
His game ain't stable enough yet where he can do what the Shea is doing, what the greats have done.
How long did it take Pippen and them to get to the championship? Like, they lost to Detroit like 2 times, right?
Mm-hmm. Pippen had to keep getting better. Once Pippen was ready, though.
Yeah, once Pippen was ready.
It was over.
Basically, once a number 2 option defined as a number 2 option.
Yeah, because he had a migraine the first year.
Once everybody got older?
No, they wasn't older.
No one older.
Can't be they got older.
So they won it in Scottie's 4th season.
Yeah.
I believe he was
like once he became
they,
real number 2.
They like to say he got older, but they made it to the finals the year before. Now they got older.
about the other players, like Lakers.
So it made it in Scottie's 4th season.
I don't know, but the Pistons swept the Lakers. I don't know. So.
Won the chip in Scottie's 4th season. He was 25 at the time, averaged 18.
Lakers made it to the finals in
7 and 6 that year. Made the all-defensive team for the first year.
What year?
That year they went to
his 4th season, 99.
It was basically him who had to turn into what he needed.
1990. Yeah. Magic retired after that, right?
No.
November of 91.
Yeah.
No, I mean, if Magic was healthy, then if the Lakers is healthy as a group, right? Because Byron Scott didn't play many games, and
Magic may or may not have been.
And Worthy didn't play many games in that series, so that who knows? That's an argument.
What series?
For here and there, huh?
What series?
The Lakers series.
91.
91.
Yeah, Worthy was hurt and Byron Scott was hurt.
They wasn't going to win. I'm just
I know they probably wouldn't have won, but
double.
Fair to compare SGA, Jalen Williams to a young version of Scottie and Mike at this point, just based on trajectory.
We're not saying they them, but just
we're not saying
just
that, but
based
a
on
great
trajectory.
1-2 punch.
Yeah, thank you for saying that.
the way they are heading, especially if they win it.
If they
win this championship, you can start putting them. They are the they.
Even if they lose this one, you know who they are. They give me Stephen. I mean, Stephen Clay.
Whatever.
Right.
Whatever 1-2 you want.
I wouldn't put them Tatum and Brown because that's still. I don't know if they know who's who. But groups that we know who the 1-2 punch is.
And it's not an apples for apples comparison, but what Scottie brings on the court in terms of defense and all the other stuff, Jalen Williams seems to mirror that.
Yeah, he ain't Scottie Pippen.
And I'm not saying he's Scottie Pippen.
He does his part.
He does
The man is a really good basketball player, is what he is saying, and Scottie was a really good basketball player. In order for them to win, he's looking at what Scottie did, attributes, skills, all of those things.
Unselfishness.
All of it
Size,
to be what we need. I have to tuck the ego in order for this thing to work now. So here we are.
All right. Well, let's shift over to the Pacers side and control the game.
Pacers in 6.
For 38 minutes before letting this one slip away, can you say Pacers in 6? Is that just to antagonize Gil, who's currently at
I said that from the beginning when we made picks.
But just want to make sure you're still holding firm.
No, he did from the beginning.
He did.
Still holding firm in your belief?
Yeah, I'm still listening, man. Hey, it ain't over. Hey, they still got a shot at it.
So question for you, what were the Pacers' biggest issues in Game 4? What adjustments do they need to make in Game 5?
Still getting that what now?
What were the Pacers' biggest issues in Game 4? What adjustment they need to make in Game 5? It was heading in the right direction. It
They just didn't make shots in the fourth quarter at home. Right? If they make shots, it's a different ball game. They went cold from the field, couldn't make, and Oklahoma City just stayed the course. But no, they know they can win there. It was ugly. You got one. No matter how you got it, you got one down there. So just looking at the film, man, and trying to. Halliburton can't have 5 turnovers, huh?
What did he say? He said.
Yeah, I'm saying Halliburton can't have 5.
Average of 4 for the series,
Yeah,
which
that's
is
too many.
very uncharacteristic.
That's too many for him. But that's the testament to OKC's defense.
Yeah.
Right?
Too old right now.
They reach for the ball to get their hands on a lot of deflections and things like that. So, no, man, just come down there. You can't go and get the first 5 minutes of the game. You can't let it get out of control. Like, that's the game, in my opinion. Okay, you can't go down in the first 5 minutes and be down 15.
You did say 5. I mean 6. Yeah. You did say 6.
Yeah, so you can't be down 15 in the first 5 minutes. That's going to be an uphill battle down there.
So Pacers already stole the game, and obviously now it's the best 2 out of 3 series. 2 of those games will be in OKC. Already stole the game in OKC. Do you feel like they can steal another?
Yeah, I think they go down there and win it. Like, not steal it, go down there and win a basketball game or win a fourth quarter tough basketball game like they've been playing. So I think they can do it. It's the finals, man. It's adjustments. It's Game 5. It's about will now. It's about who wants it more. It's about going out and implementing whatever game plan the coach has for them. But it's the best of 3 now.
Rashad, do you agree or disagree with what Kenyon's saying? I saw you grab the activator. You look like you were going to give a spray, but then you just put it back down.
My knee.
Pacers,
Be swelling up.
at this point,
That shit crazy.
just need to weather the storm. I think at best, continue to do what you do. Depend on hitting them shots, play good defense, and try not to foul. I mean, that's the best thing I can see for Indiana. I'm not rooting for OKC, so I don't want them to go out there and do anything crazy to go over the top. But I do want to see good basketball, so that's a very important thing. So Indiana just need to deliver. That's what I want to see. I just want to see good execution, good defense, no fouls, running back on defense, rotations, crackdowns, good basketball.
All right, now let's shift over to this side. Norris.
I think OKC is going to win tonight and going to win the championship in 6. When you look at the controllable things that you can control and the things that make Indiana good, OKC can kind of neutralize that by how they play. Offensive rebounding is a strength for OKC that stops you from playing at the pace that they want to play at. Drawing fouls, OKC is great at that. That stops Indiana from playing at that pace. And I think they just have the better player when it comes down to it in SGA. Like, the number to think about is 110. Whenever the Pacers don't score 110, they lose, automatic. And I think that OKC can do that at home. They can hold them under 110 and get a dub.
And then carry that momentum either
For sure.
back to Indiana for Game 6
For
or
sure.
if it does end up going back to OKC for Game 7. So, guys, I see you currently wearing an Oklahoma City jersey.
Yeah.
Cephalosha for those who can't. There's no number on the front.
Cephalosha.
Nobody gonna remember that number 2 no more.
You got that on.
Number 2.
All SGA
Number
now.
2 to 2. 2 to 2.
Do you feel like the Pacers let the series slip away with that game for a loss? Had a chance to go up 3-1. 10-point lead, largest lead of the series.
I don't look at it like that. I mean, you can say OKC let Game 1 get away from them.
Yeah.
Right? So, what we have right now is 2-2, right? Now, if you're Indiana, the concerning thing is always your starting 5 is getting their ass whooped. That's a fact. That's just pure numbers, right? Your bench is saving you. So for you to even have a chance, you have to make sure your starting 5, the people who are starting this game, is competing at a level that Obi Toppin and all these guys are not coming in playing hero basketball for you. Like, you're getting down. You're usually on the verge of getting blown out. Right? You're needing hero plays by your bench squad to keep the game close, to bring the game back. Like, there's always this 10, 11, 12, getting ready, 2 shots, game over. And then you got TJ making 3-4 steals. This is like, you got 7 for 9. Like, your bench is saving you in this series. Right? For the first time, you won first quarter and second quarter last game. End up losing the fourth. But for the most part, first 3 quarters, you're getting your ass whooped, and you got to play hero basketball in the fourth. But that's your bench starting the fourth for you. So second and fourth is your bench. And they're keeping you guys in the game. So, if I'm Rick, I'm paying attention to the first quarter. That's important for me.
Are you starting your best 5? Are you starting Ben and Obi?
No.
Isn't that what makes you a good team?
Like, I think
Turner gonna be on short
The
string.
fact that we got a good
Short leash.
Short leash.
Man, get him out of there. Chet take him one time to the hole. Get him out. Get him out.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't want to mess it up because we are 2-2.
Yeah.
And these 3 have been playing very well in how they're coming in.
Yeah.
I don't want to start them, throw it off, because Ben is only Ben because the other people are not in the game.
I got you.
Right.
I did.
Right? So, you know what I
just
mean?
Think about adjustments. Just think about certain things.
But if we change anything we've changed, we're not going to be in place to come back the way we've come back.
Yeah.
That's the reason we got our team set up this way all year, is to have a benchmark comeback. If we get it out of hand, we down 15, we
Russian
down
roulette
10.
like
So
that.
you're playing. Yeah.
That's what they're there for.
Nah, not on the big
Eventually
stage.
that run out now.
Huh?
Not on the
Eventually
big
that
stage.
run out.
Is that what y'all excusing? You
Not on the
progressing the
biggest stage.
excuses instead of just crediting the fact that they doing what they supposed to do.
No, I'm just saying.
Doing what
wanna-
they're supposed to do.
You
Like,
don't
what-
want to be down and
I
have
know
to
you
come
want-
back
it
every
don't
time.
matter.
That's
If
not the
we are,
plan.
if we are, guess what we know we got?
Yeah, but that's not the plan.
Oh man,
You're
just
going
give
to the
them
plan
credit,
knowing
though,
I'm
my
be
nigga.
down
It ain't gotta be the plan, it's the solution. Fuck the
I
plan.
get that.
We ready for this if this happens.
No, not
What's
if.
up?
When it happens, it's happening.
We're my bench is ready to get us back in the game. That's what we here for as corner
what
boys.
happens if
when we the corner boys and the coach look at us and say, Nick,
when you don't,
What happened
Nick,
with OKC
it's your
matchup?
time.
It's my
And you
time.
like, oh, it's my time, y'all nigga. Yeah, let's say, bench mob, assemble.
You know, I know about that. But
So
I'm just
what's
saying,
up? What
but
you
we ain't-
mean?
But we ain't trying to be down no every time.
It ain't got nothing to do with, you know, we don't control what them first niggas do.
That's a fact.
So when we come in, we ain't worried about what we trying to do. It's our time. Fuck that shit. Hey, sorry, we about to bring us back.
But you would
pat
like
me on
to-
the back when I come over here when I get
How
us
about
straight.
we increase the lead instead of having to?
That's cool.
Yeah,
but look,
how about we
yeah,
get in
that's the plan, of course. That's the plan.
That's not the plan.
That's the plan. Of course, to increase
So
the
address the
lead.
plan.
But listen, this is basketball. Shit happens on the floor.
happens.
They made a run. We come in. Nick, you know what it
Make a
is.
run.
Up one. Let's go, baby. Let's bring it up. Let's bring it up, Nick. You know what we got to do. Bring the energy.
You know I know
Let's
about
go.
Can I?
So let's not sell the people what it's not. Let's tell them what it
No,
is.
stop selling the people bullshit. How about that? Stop selling this hope shit. You're saying you're trying to win a championship,
But it happens.
and
Russian
though.
roulette.
and you've only won 2 first quarters out of the whole series. And that's what you're saying, championship basketball. You're saying you would rather be down 15 so y'all can do y'all job. Or I'd rather you be tied, so then when y'all come in, y'all up 15.
If
You're
we
saying
down-
it's okay to
if
be
we
down
We've
15.
been doing this.
We've
Like-
been doing
like
it the
what?
whole playoff.
Yeah,
You know our guy
We're
named
asking for a
Halliburton?
solution.
We put him in
You
place to
just
win
said they're more
11 straight
talented.
game winners.
So if they were talented,
What
What
made
the fuck
the
are we
Lakers
talking
bench
about?
great? What made Golden State
Now
bench
we
great?
going to some other
When
shit.
Golden State was up 5 or 10,
That
the
bench-
bench came in,
12.
pushed it up to 20, so Steph didn't have to come in the game. Now, what it looks like if Steph and them are losing every first and third quarter? How are you supposed to win a championship?
This
and
ain't
you're
Steph
okay
and
in
them.
it.
This
It's
ain't
the bad
Steph and
thing.
them.
We're
This
talking
is
about a
Halliburton and
solution.
them.
We're talking about a
That's the
solution.
solution.
You're talking about keeping it the same.
But that's the solution, though. What?
That's not a solution. That's what it is right
Change
now.
it. What would you change?
That's what he
It's
asked.
not gonna
What
be
we
better.
change?
I just
You
posed the
said-
question.
We're asking him,
It's
what do you
gonna be better
change?
than the
We're
first
asking,
year.
what would you change? I would change.
Your whole starting lineup?
No.
Oh,
say that.
okay.
I said I would change my starting lineup, getting off to a better fucking start. That's what my solution was. Get to a better start because we're getting our ass
So
whipped
what are you
first
going
and
to
third.
change your lineup to get to a
I
better
didn't say
start?
change my
He's not
lineup.
changing his lineup.
Oh.
Who said change lineup?
He's not changing his lineup.
So what?
I didn't say change my lineup.
So what are we doing?
Quicker so.
I said
The team need to play better.
play better in the first, and I will focus on the first quarter. Hey, you guys, let's make smarter decisions. Let's play
Putting the
better
emphasis on the board.
That's the emphasis on the board.
Putting the emphasis on the board.
But
Let's not be down 12.
They gotta.
But if you are,
if you are, you gotta.
nigga, what's that? Just because it say it on the board, that mean we're going to go out here and just fucking, what are we talking about? Like, bro, what the fuck?
automatically happen.
What the fuck? Yeah, we supposed to be up 20, but we come back in here. Right, be up 20 when we come back in here. Hey, fuck, goddamn, we not up 20, goddamn, we need to change some shit. It's basketball, bro. Our bench mob came in, delivered us where we supposed to come when our main guys was missing. Our main guys missing. If having a
Can I
bad
ask you a basketball
night, man,
question?
our bench, McConnell, all these guys come in and they Obi topping, give us energy, play good.
Can I ask you a question? The question is, what would you change for Indiana?
That was the
Just say nothing. Because that's what you're saying. Just say nothing.
I said it.
Okay, what'd you say?
I said nothing a long
Okay,
time ago.
all right. Okay.
Well, I'm asking the question. What would you change, though?
That's what I just fucking said. And you two been talking
asking you.
the same
He
shit.
asking you.
Y'all
Make
been
it a
y'all
point of
been
emphasis
saying
to the
this.
team to play
I
better.
said my team, I would tell my team to focus on the first quarter because right now we're at a deficit where my bench has to bring in the energy. If I can at least keep the game tied, my bench can push it up 10-15, which forces OKC to play a different game. That means you probably can't sub out Shea. You can't do the like. I need to focus on the first quarter because out of 4 games, they've been whooping our ass in the first and the second.
That's a fact.
You don't think they've been trying?
That's what I will focus. You asking me what I will focus on? That's what I'm saying. I would focus on.
I hear you.
I didn't say trade nobody. I didn't say sub in nobody.
That's what I thought you were saying.
just
Sub.
no.
I'm saying if Miles Turner,
Y'all just be
if it
making
ain't
up
right,
shit.
subbing him out quicker. That's
Oh, you said what?
if Miles Turner don't got it going,
Sub him out
get
quicker
OB in
for
there quickly. That's what I'm saying. Because I think as we get in the later games, all that playing the bench half and half, so these star players about to be 40, 42
they doing
minutes.
something right, shit. 2-2.
Then why would you ask me would I change?
Yeah, but
This is
just
the dumbest shit ever. Y'all, this is
Yeah.
y'all
I ain't
stupid
asked
about
the
that.
even if it's 2-2 though, you can still make adjustments
They
though.
asked the question now.
You just lost the previous
Yeah,
game.
you just lost the previous
Don't
game.
want to lose the next one,
You can
correct?
make adjustments.
But y'all
They
adjustments
said
are
the
saying-
2-2, then say, what would you change?
Just keep
These
doing the same.
adjustments, y'all adjustments are saying play harder. I don't get it. Like
Nothing,
try
man.
not to be down the first quarter. Like,
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out too. I'm like,
confused.
what's the solution?
It shows.
So we asked the chat who wins
So point of
the
emphasis
NBA
don't matter
Finals.
no
let the
more?
corner boys come in and get
Corner boys have taken over the arena.
It's crazy.
The honorable
Corner boys.
The honorable
Hey.
swag Elijah Muhammad. We asked
Like, you know, when they said, what would you do if you OKC? What would you do different? And then we was like, we would get the ball out of SGA hands so he don't get pressured and put it in
Exactly.
somebody else's hand. That's a solution for this problem. And they did it and they won.
But
so then you're
this
asking, what
solution
would you do the
The
different?
solution is just saying play harder, try not to be down.
I will focus
what type
on
of
the
solution is that?
I
Try
didn't
not
say-
to be down.
Who
by the
said
first
that?
quarter. That's what we
That's what I'm
saying. That's all
saying.
I'm hearing.
Obviously, that's all you're hearing.
I can't hear.
He heard sub out new players. Y'all hearing what the fuck y'all want to
I
hear.
ain't
So-
never heard nothing in my life.
we asked the chat who will win the NBA
Last
Finals.
time I heard it.
55% of the chat right now is rolling with the Thunder. Series tied 2-2, Game 5 tonight.
That's smart.
So let's talk about
15.
So let's talk about one of the biggest stories from Game 4. Wasn't the action on the court.
By 15.
So one of the biggest stories from Game 4 wasn't the action on the court, but action that was going on in the stands during the game.
Squabble.
Stephen A. Smith was in the building covering the finals for ESPN, but got caught slipping when a fan appeared to spot him playing a game of solitaire. So let's take a look at the photo. Twitter user by the name of Bleed Blue 1986 posted this photo of Stephen A. Smith with the solitaire screen open on his phone. Said, "How can you have all these opinions while you're playing solitaire instead of watching the game?" Stephen A. Smith.
People crazy.
So naturally, photo went viral. Kevin Durant posted it on his IG story, just a photo, no comment, just a photo. Stephen A. had this response to the photo of him playing solitaire. He said, "Yep, that's me. Who would have thought I can multitask, especially during timeouts?" All caps. I hope you are enjoying the NBA Finals. This is going 7 games now, peeps. All right. But it appears that Stephen A. might have been capping because we have video footage of the situation. Just curious.
Now he watching, he ain't swiping. It ain't like he was making no moves on the solitary.
That's fair. So, no issue with that?
No.
Okay. Just making sure.
This is
Cats is crazy,
This
bro.
is amazing.
Damn, man.
You can't do nothing no more, boy.
What are you watching?
No, now when you got as many opinions as him,
Man,
Yeah, 'cause he just said
Let's
some,
see what's
what did he just say?
Giannis
Giannis shit.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah, this more,
Yeah, you're giving him this unrelenting press. Whether he playing solitary or not. Yeah, let that man keep doing what he doing.
So no issue with Stephen A. playing solitaire during the NBA Finals game he's covering.
Hey, brother, it's the NBA Finals of two teams that obviously
Small market teams, big market solitaire.
America ain't really been paying attention to, and the numbers have shown it. If the man want to play solitary, dice, or whatever the fuck he want to play on his phone instead of watching the shit that's going on out there, who blames him? Right? Shit, who blames him? There's 3 million people that's doing other shit than watching the game, from what the numbers say.
If we go 7.
Shit, we doing playback. We talking about everything but the game. Goddamn,
That is
it's the
your
last
guys'
4
choice.
5
I'm
minutes.
covering the game diligently.
Shit, like, let's stop pretending that we're not all doing the same thing for majority of the time. It looked like a timeout out there the way they was playing.
Buckets, they, man.
It was like a time. I think it was like that. Yeah, shit, what's that score? Yeah, it's time.
Now I gotta.
Who's in? Shay's out. Shay's out. Holly's out. Yeah, this is.
I gotta get a screen cover.
Yeah, you gotta have a
Gotta
screen
get
monitor,
screen
bro,
cover,
for
yeah.
sure, bro.
Who the fuck
You don't got
paying
one?
I've been seeing big ass,
Bro,
you just seen big ass on my screen.
Hey,
Nigga watching that.
Thought it was Ninja Turtle.
Shit, y'all lucky y'all not doing that shit on Lamar
Gotta get to a
Odom when he
screen
watch.
You got to, bro.
I know damn well what he gonna be watching.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro. That's why you gotta have
We
that.
can all
That's
multitask.
nosy.
We do it on.
And it's just like when your kid gets subbed out the game, man. Just like, all right. What's going on? What's going online?
Right.
It's the same thing when Shay and Holly's out of the game, man. Nobody's paying attention. Let's just be honest.
All right, not a big deal. Let's keep it moving. Now let's move on to MostlyFans.
Oh, we there, man.
Hey man, wait. First of all, woo! Can you go back? Can you go back to that game? No. I want to go back. Just
This is.
I just
Gilbert.
need this. I just need to see something.
Stop
You want
here.
the-
Yeah, I need to see the game, and I need you to pause it on where he's at.
You want the Stephen A. clip or
Yeah,
you want,
yeah,
give
Stephen
me the
A.
Stephen
clip.
A. solitaire clip, Paolo, if you don't mind.
All right, right there. Go back a little bit. Yeah, right there. Okay. No. Right there.
All the action.
It's an open layup.
Oh, okay. So is that where the media usually sits?
Unaware of the NBA final seating already at Gainbridge Fieldhouse.
In Indiana.
Will not
I
be
can
leaving
answer
this couch.
So,
Can you please?
media has courtside seats a lot of times, but during the finals with the TV setup, they'll have a specific suite where the ESPN setup is.
Okay.
Having been in there myself.
Oh, look at you balling.
All right. So okay. So it's fan view.
It's a suite.
Fans. So
Reasonable section though.
but I mean, like, so from the suite, do you get like extra intel on like play calling and stuff?
No.
Just what you see is what you see?
wouldn't get that since you're not on the court.
So,
right?
so the suite next to you gets the same visual as you.
I would have to say yes.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Just wondering.
Thank you, Gil. Now it's time for MostlyFans. Presented our friends at Underdog. Download the Underdog app, use promo code, get $1,000 of bonus cash, plus a special pick'em.
Wasn't watching the game either. Right. That's the point.
That is an astute assessment, Gilbert.
Yeah. Yeah, they wasn't watching the game either.
Don't drink that poison though, brother.
Get your poison out your body.
Stop drinking that poison, bro.
Sharif, get off the
That
cooler.
is going through your pores. And you get like me.
Man, all this brother knowledge shit.
So our first question, email question, from a person by the name of Countryman, not an Underdog user, has not downloaded the app. Use promo code GIL to get $1,000 of bonus cash plus special pick'em. And now you're not getting $50 for asking this question.
Damn.
Would you consider D Rose a superstar throughout his playing career or only during his MVP run?
Who?
Derrick Rose.
He was a superstar from high school. Middle school.
He's a superstar.
Yeah, he was ranked number 1
Well,
every year.
Even after he got hurt, he's still a superstar. His shoes was top selling Adidas. He's a fan favorite. His jersey was always top 5, top 10, always, even when he was hurt. Like, he's superstar, bro. His play might have declined a little
Opened
bit,
up a rose.
but his star
Sold
power
out.
never
Bountiful.
left.
Shift to this side of the couch. You consider D Rose?
I missed the D Rose wave, so
yeah.
You retired?
I don't think nobody
Nope.
just
Hurt.
I wasn't in.
You weren't locked in. You weren't locked in on the den, huh?
Yeah.
Just didn't. No, I'm saying I was there. I just didn't. I missed it, bro. Like I'm
It's hard to say.
I missed it.
Superstar.
Superstar.
It's more like sad.
No,
star.
superstar. It has nothing to do with like it's basketball. But when you're done playing basketball,
You can still be a superstar.
you're a superstar. Like when he goes somewhere,
Yes.
he opens up a store. The world knows he's
Depends on
opening up a
where
store.
though. In Chicago, yeah. But I don't think people. All right. I don't want to talk about.
No, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
like, he
yeah,
opened
yeah.
a road store in Chicago.
Yeah.
Like, of course, people gonna go.
Yeah.
Like it's just like certain places where
Yeah.
people are like.
When he go to Asia and Europe too, it,
Yeah,
anything he do,
Yeah.
anything he do,
So we dig it. That's
selling out.
Jersey
That's
said-
China. We all could do that in China.
No, we can't now.
No.
We can't all.
I can't.
Give him his roses, man. Just give him his roses.
That's what I'm saying.
Definitely.
Let's give him his role.
Yeah,
But he's-
definitely give him his
but
roses.
he's-
No, I'm just saying. Like,
Superstar don't-
I'm a
you don't
superstar.
drop.
No, but
Oh, some can.
How many who's?
Like I
I'm
just
trying to figure out.
maybe I'm a hater, but
Superstar that
I missed it.
Yeah.
Dropped
that
off a little
dropped
bit.
off.
Countryman's question.
Yeah, I missed it. I'm saying I really didn't.
Like a superstar name that.
Because what year did he win the championship? I mean MVP again?
What's up? 10 or 11, hold on.
Youngest
That was my
MVP
last
ever.
year in Denver. Oh yeah, I was fucking checked out.
Yeah, but I mean, his superstar. Like, I mean, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Eighth grade, number
Oh
one.
yeah, no, I was all the way checked out. Oh, and that 10-11 season in Denver, they had just traded Melo. Oh yeah.
I mean, middle school.
I mean, him,
Oh,
Mayo,
check-
Mayo was number one.
I was checked the fuck
Mayo
out.
was number
But
one.
eighth grade, he was one. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
If I checked out, you're not worried about anything else
The
going on.
season was fucked up from the beginning. The talk, the trade shit was going on all season.
He's older than us, Mayo.
Yeah.
But he was number one all.
Oh yeah, I was checked out. So you know what, D-Roll, I don't no hate, no disrespect, brother, but I wasn't. I was in uniform and on team, but I wasn't there.
It's okay to unplug sometimes.
He's
man.
a
I was
star.
all
On mental health.
Star.
It's just a weird question.
Yeah, it's a weird
I don't
question.
understand
I think
these type of questions.
His game, though,
Forced to answer that.
after he got hurt, didn't warrant like superstar, but he was already a superstar though. Like the damage was done. His jersey sales was like top of the line. His Adidas shoe brand was top of the line. Like when it came to fans,
Lifetime,
I'm
still.
talking about fans. Well, you can like his shoe or not, but I've seen it. It's, every away game he went to, it was rolls, jerseys everywhere.
That's superstar. Hurt, not hurt.
like I said.
Hurt, yeah.
He shows
Go
up.
to Europe.
That's what the
think-
fans are coming for.
Yeah, I just missed it, but yeah, cool.
Yeah.
All right, next question, email question from underdog user A-Money00.
My head.
Who would win in a 1-versus-1, Orlando T-Mac or OKC Paul George?
Orlando T-Mac?
T-Mac gonna wash.
T-Mac.
Come on, man. Stop.
Walk all over.
These are
Come on, man.
questions from the fans, sir. I did not write these questions.
All can't be me.
Hey,
Yeah, right? I can't pause.
y'all.
Shit.
I beat that nigga
You said
1-on-1.
Magic's Orlando T-Mac?
You talking
Oh,
about?
God. He can't
Orlando-
It ain't many people that's beating Orlando T-Mac in one-on-one.
Okay.
It ain't too many
Okay,
people that's
Paul
walking
George,
earth that's
good
beating
runner,
that
okay.
team.
They aren't. That statement is true, but that other man does play a little bit of defense. I ain't saying it's gonna matter, but he does play a little bit.
Who?
PG.
Yeah, man, make them
Then-
take them. That ain't gonna matter.
Like I said,
Then,
Like I
ain't
said,
saying it
right?
don't matter, but
I've already conquered
done it,
that
right?
island. T-Mac ain't gonna have no problems with that. I ain't
no
no
worry.
problem with that. I ain't no problem. He ain't gonna have no problem.
take
There ain't
them
gonna be
down.
no problem. You bring out the shit I know he got, ain't gonna be a goddamn problem in hell.
Yeah, that was my welcome to the NBA.
Mac is like that though,
T-Mac done something.
especially Orlando Mac. Before he hurt his back,
Bad back Mac, as some have called him.
See?
That's what they called
see
him.
now you going too far, man.
He did it.
See,
He
why you
did
gotta
it.
do that?
Ain't nobody said nothing.
Nobody ever said bad back Mac here
Not
in Gilbert
today.
Arena.
Not today. Not today. Not today.
You gotta go with the weird.
Yeah,
one.
not today. Before you heard his back. But we asked the chat, who wins a one-on-one? Orlando T-Mac, OKC Paul George. 89%, 88, 89% of the chat says Orlando T-Mac.
Yeah.
Numbers fluctuating. Another easy one.
Yeah.
Last but not least, we got a email question from underdog user G1234. What's up with media today thinking they're bigger than the sport? He wants to know, what's up with media today thinking they're bigger than the sport? We do not think we're bigger than the sport here at Gills Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoop, whoop. So it might be other media they're referring to, but
Bigger
Don't
than
make
the
nobody
sport.
mad now.
Is that like about the however thing, Stephen A?
What?
yeah.
100%.
What was the question again?
so what's up with media today thinking they're bigger than the
You
sport?
can't.
But I've been,
You said,
I was in real time. I said that.
Chat GBT. Don't talk
Chat?
about Kobe.
GIL.
I ain't never gonna
What'd you
listen to AI over
This question from underdog user G1234 said, what's up with media today thinking that they're bigger than the sport?
Nah, they don't think that.
Not
Yes,
just
they
media.
do.
They
Shit.
think they bigger than the sport. They don't even have a job if it
Yes.
ain't for the sport. They can't think that.
Well, shit. It seems like it sometimes.
I just think with social media, if you get followers and
Like
stuff, they're not bigger than
which
the sport.
which sport are they speaking of?
I would imagine the sport of basketball.
Well, because
but it's
if you
open.
well, that,
They
but-
can't be bigger than the sport of basketball.
Right.
Yeah, media is-
If
You can think you are, though.
no, what I'm saying is,
For real.
Now, if you're talking about Michael Jordan doing fucking CBS games, yeah, he can think he's bigger than fucking
Yeah.
basketball. Tom Brady doing fucking he can think he's bigger than football, absolutely. But not too many people can say that.
You can't be bigger
But-
than a sport that if you jump into the sport
Then meet it,
and you
right.
talk about that sport, you become big.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Right? Like, I mean, we got the hockey dude that
right.
with
Said
the big hat.
PK Subban.
said one
Who?
thing.
He's went viral 2 times.
I ain't seen him.
And the 2 times he went viral, he was talking about basketball. I don't know what other sports he talk about. I don't know what
I would
else he
imagine
does.
hockey might be one of them. But,
But he's been viral 2 times for
That got him his
basketball.
job, though.
Most of those guys are famous
Because of
and they get their name from basketball
That got him
and
a job.
talking basketball.
He kept a job after that.
There's this weird thing with when you talk about football and basketball that football is bigger. The sport of football is bigger, not the players themselves.
Right.
Very different thing.
Yeah.
Basketball players.
stardom is much
So if you want to make it famous for football, you have to talk about football as a whole. You can just talk about one player in the NBA and become famous because of that player, because that player is big. And we've seen it through media. You either talk about LeBron, you're going to be big. You talk about KD, you're going to be big. You're going to have to talk about an organization.
Get jobs off that.
Yeah, you're going to have to talk about the organization. You're going to have to
Whole
attack the
career.
whole cowboy nation
Right.
for you to get traction. And that's just,
Yeah.
They can't be bigger than the sport. They just can't.
no, they can't, but I mean, they're getting their name
Get
from it.
your
You
name
can't be
from it.
bigger.
You get your name from it.
Only Michael. I mean, you know. No, not even, yeah.
Probably me.
Mike would never say that he's bigger than the sport.
No, no, I
he
mean,
would
he
never
wouldn't
say
say
that.
that.
Say it, but
Because he
he-
loved the sport.
Probably me.
People don't understand, like, Mike loves the sport.
Yes. And these young dudes, like, he don't
Like-
he hate
like-
yeah.
Man.
Nigga, I
He do-
still different.
He
Yeah,
do
he don't-
billionaire stuff though. I mean, he
Yeah, he
chilling.
don't-
He don't
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
be every day no more.
You shouldn't be that
Big
stressed
dog.
out. Eyes. You can see it in the eyes.
Yeah. Yellow eyes?
Yeah, you can
You
see
don't
it in
keep
the
it tight.
eyes.
Yeah, that-
You can see it in the eyes.
That ain't for
You
stressing.
don't like
Like that.
shit.
That's 36 holes of golf with cognac and
Or whatever
cigars
it
in
is,
your
just
system.
a little something in his eyes.
on that note,
When he tell you, look at me, got that's the black cat. You know the
shit
black
black.
cat? The black cat got yellow eyes, but shit, don't cross the black cat. Your ass in trouble.
don't know how we got here, but
You don't know the black
here we
cat.
are.
You don't know the black cat.
But appreciate everybody in the
know.
chat
Black
for
Cat.
checking out
No,
the show
Black-
today. Appreciate everybody
Cat
on
is
this
when you
couch.
cross
Norris,
it.
great to have you back in
Bad
the
luck.
arena.
You don't know that, do you?
Well,
Black cat.
No, that's,
When you cross the black cat, it's bad luck.
The world is not.
That's
good
his.
like
That's his nickname, Black Cat.
that.
So
was
if
the
you
thing
cross
they
him, it is
did
bad
That's his golf address, Black Cat.
thing they did
Black Cat Way.
back in the day. Anything black was whack.
No.
I'm confused.
No.
Black
No, the black cat was. You didn't have good luck with Michael Jordan. That's what he said. That's what it meant.
But
You cross
you can
me,
have a-
it's over.
You can have good luck crossing a black
No
cat.
one had good luck crossing Michael Jordan.
Well, I know somebody. That,
Kobe was the little black cat,
no, he wasn't.
dark gray.
No, he wasn't. A better cat.
What?
Dark cat.
Better.
Little dark.
That's cap.
Dark.
Not quite black. His was black with white eyes.
on that note, appreciate everybody in the chat. Appreciate everybody on this couch. Norris, great to have you back in the arena. Don't know what's going on.
baby.
Boy, you get
But this has been another episode of Gil's Arena presented by Underdog. Whoa, whoa! We will see y'all tomorrow.
Stop, bro.